bloody body just.
because he got pissed and just stepped on
Yeah,
the
right.
torch. No, why Stump is in no danger of being cut down.
Okay. No, like
So
no kids with tire swings gonna be like, well, tire.
no,
That's a
it's
perfect arm.
like this is the only thing really around is like farmland.
Dark
You
cross
gotta,
lovers carved your name in his ass or something.
that would actually be kind of funny, but I don't foresee that happening. But let's roll the
Okay.
dice. DC 17. Nope, nobody carves in his ass.
I guess they wouldn't be out if, like, didn't you say that all the people were? It was like they were being guarded, like they're really,
Yes,
like, yeah, okay.
the people surrounding the area. It appears
Hello.
that there are more guards than there are people working.
Massive delay.
So, like for instance, you'll have
Ag.
one of the fields that you pass right alongside the road. You see what you would ascertain is maybe 3 workers in
Blah
like
blah.
tattered garb and whatnot, traditional like laborer. You don't wear your
Blah
best when you're out there
blah
working
blah.
the fields. But while there's three
Okay, that's better.
workers, there appears to be
We've got a
5
bit of lag.
armed guards, just a short way away.
Did we determine? I can't remember. Did we
Boss.
determine if
If
which?
they were baby blue,
Yeah.
the cornflower blue, they were not. They were just wearing the blood red stuff.
So does this match what was in the original tower we went to, or not? They were
No,
grey, weren't they? They were grey, weren't they?
the ones, yeah. Well, you met gray ones. You met like a brick colored red, like kind of like a maroonish. Then this is like blood red, like
So Fort
saturated
Happy was
blood red.
maroon.
Fort
Alright.
Happy had maroon, which were the people from Stowe that you remember seeing in Stowe, the like brick red maroon.
It's very confusing shit.
Yeah,
I'm just
colors
like
are
that
so
we did.
hard.
I'm just happy that y'all have accepted Fort Happy.
I just said Fort Happy. I don't know. Or did you say Fort Happy? I don't know. Maybe I should go rename it right now.
I don't know. Do you know?
Fort 02 is now going to be known as Fort Happy.
Oh, good, a city.
There. Did you see James
Look,
Fort Happy?
Zelfira loves it.
Oh yes, it's a big city, rather
Big
large.
city.
There is
Big
a
city lights.
Are blinding. I don't really know the song lyric you're
Big
referencing.
city lights.
As you approach and you get closer, you see that the
On a
city
summer
is a
evening.
perfectly spherical shape, or circular shape. With
That was like spherical. Whoa!
Yeah, sorry. You can see underground and in the air. No,
Death Star approaching.
yes. That is no moon.
Nothing you've ever seen.
Exactly, like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, maybe for Zelfira, not being a city fan, this kind of monstrosity,
Yeah.
near geometrical perfection on the outside, is probably abnormal for a nature lover. The walls are surrounded by a moat that looks to be approximately 20 feet in width across, almost perfectly around. The water is running rather quickly. It looks as if they had diverted a river to create this moat around the city. Um, the walls themselves are about 35 feet high with 40-foot like turret towers at the top overlooking, and you do see a significant number of guards overlooking and very cautiously looking out around the surrounding territories.
Was there traffic inside outside the gates, or is it
There's a little
people
traffic.
moving?
There are people moving to and fro through the gates. The gates are currently open. You notice that the gatehouse is heavily fortified via traditional medieval stylings, and the gate, instead of being doors, is the part that's noticeable to you is that looks to be a heavy iron or some kind of metal barred gate that is currently raised, and you can see the lower portion of it. Looks as if it could drop at a moment's notice.
Where are we on this map?
Well, I shared the map. I don't know if that's not really a map per se.
We like where that arrow is I'm drawing.
What arrow? I don't even see you drawing it.
Well, somebody else can
Are
lead
you
on.
the? What are you even looking at?
Durham City map.
The path on the
I
right.
don't see a map, an arrow at all.
That arrow.
Hey,
No,
now I see
look,
an arrow.
You
Yeah,
can't
mine.
see my arrow. Look.
I see a black arrow right now.
You can't see my arrow.
No, I cannot see your arrow.
I can, a
Sweet.
red one.
I can see
Oh,
it.
now I see a red one. It just popped up. It just took a minute. I saw the 55, and then all of a sudden I see a now it's a 70. Now the 55 has moved. You trickery dickery dogs. And now you're spinning in circles.
I
That's
closed it. There it is.
You got me going in circles.
I can't remember how to remove my thing.
I could like that.
There,
Right, click on it.
So they got a
Remove
portcullis
Yeah.
raised.
Yes, a large portcullis.
Okay,
And
so
the
we should
water-
approach the city, should we not?
Well,
That's up to you.
that's the goal. I mean,
you could totally avoid it and not give a fuck. That's up to you.
well, I mean,
What are we coming to the city for? We need to have a purpose in life. What is
well, one, we got to find out what the fuck's going on at Fort Happy, right? We're gonna ask around about Fort Happy. Maybe
Here's
find
Drake.
some people because they did say they switched guards in and out from here. So maybe they
Should
have
I
some
even
kind of
bother with Twitch
building?
bollocks? Maybe I should. That would have been £1 million to me there, innit? That'd have fucked you, innit, if I'd have actually activated it. I'd be a millionaire and you'd be skint.
And your guys saw the map where the generals would be located.
And this is
Saw
one of
these
them.
cities. Yeah.
Even though there's not a blue presence, it could be like Stowe.
I mean, I can click the
or
button and
Syracuse
activate in
or
about 10 seconds. I should put.
maybe. So we gotta look for blue
Oh,
people.
they're definitely here somewhere.
I mean, there's blue roofs and red roofs. It might be in the blue buildings.
Oh, okay, I'll have 100 million in the end.
To be
What
fair,
are
this
the,
map- but- sorry, go ahead.
What are the blue lot actually called? It's been that long since we actually named them other than the blue guys.
They never were officially named. You never heard an official name. The most you guys got at it was Marauders.
Okay.
That's the furthest the naming had come. Hence why the thing is called the Marauders. Although I don't think you would remember that because I hadn't said the title of the thing. Actually, no, he loaded
Good.
everything.
We don't know where they come from or anything. they
That's
just
not
showed
true.
up. Oh wait.
That is not true. You discovered that on the very first session. They come.
Right.
Let me draw a little arrow on the world map. I'll draw a triangle. Okay, Pantera, you can see the world map. I see your icons on it. See that triangle down in the corner?
Yes.
That's where they come from. Off the map.
In this place called Bermuda.
Oh, it's not really a triangle, but I like the
It's a
triangle
snow
'cause
cone.
I know. I just like that the sharp tip of it kind of points in a direction, so that's why I went that way. It's easier
Oh,
to
okay.
see than the
Turn it up a
Towards
little
where
bit.
the
How's
where
that?
it drips out of a snow cone.
yeah, exactly. So there.
Okay.
Well, lead on. My time of guiding is apparently over for now.
Lead on, maestro. All right, place your right hand on my right shoulder and watch yourself. Inside is complete darkness. Sorry, movie reference.
I guess I'm gonna stroll in, like, not make any eye contact with the guards or anything to be like.
And
Oh, and
like I said,
normally.
there is traffic to and fro, so it's not as if they're locking everyone out. They did observe you. They do see you coming, but nobody's making an effort to stop you or anything.
I wonder what they're guarding. I guess we could ask them.
You could totally do that.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're throwing us out. I mean,
No, you're too tall.
well, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, hey, we're travelers and like adventuring, man. You know, we just came from Fort Happy down the road, dude, and we noticed you had a lot of like guards and stuff out, man. What's going on here? We're not normally from these parts, dude. And that was just kind of what's up, man?
There's a little confusion that you're mentioning something called Fort Happy, as if he doesn't know what Fort Happy is. But he says, in response to the three of you, you're kind of all standing there, in a gruff voice, says, "We're keeping an eye out for the dwarves if they ever make it this far. These days, you never know. Peace, however short-lived, is fine, but you must always be ready. Now move on, else you want to see the barracks and be locked in the cells below."
I mean, no, that's cool, dude. We're awesome. And we've been traveling a while, man. We haven't seen any doors or nothing, man. We just see these blue people around a lot.
And he looks at you. Blue people. Are these the Dwargar? The Underland dwarves?
Oh no, man, they're like taller than that. No, they're just like people from somewhere else that have like blue armor and like stuff.
Blue armor, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Hold
kind
right
of like
here.
a light blue, kind of like not sky blue or that water down there. But
as you're talking, he kind of turns away and signals to a few other guards. They come rushing over. This one here says he saw people with blue armor. Tell us, boy, what of this do you speak? Tell my friends.
I think you're probably older than you are, but anyway.
Probably, yeah, I don't know.
So, all right, he lays out the story. Ravaged our lands. Big army. What was they were trying to take over Falmouth.
But yeah.
Falmouth. They wrecked our village. They were kind of deep in the hands at Stowe.
And while you're mentioning this, they cross their arms and listen intently.
So I'm at Falmouth. Then the fort to the south, Fort 02 Stone. Fort Stone. I went to Fort Stone down in the south, man, and they screwed that. They just killed everybody, man. And Druid was there, kind of helped them out. But we went, and then that's the last time we saw the people in the blue. That's it. Just tell them everything. I mean, they have nothing to hide. It's not like we're like lying.
The guard you initially spoke to says, "Seems a fortuitous day. Take them to the Sovereign now." The other guards all surround you. Their swords are drawn. They're ready to take you straight away. They don't look as if they want to kill you, but they definitely don't want you getting away.
I'm gonna be like, chill the F out, dude, man. You can put your weapons up. We're here to help.
Have I ever mentioned how much I love cities?
We know you love cities. It's your favourite thing.
You guys didn't even make it to the tavern. My God. Nice.
I was gonna ask the guard, man, is there kind of like an inn with like a lot of trees around it? You know, kind of like a very country cottage kind of feel. But
inn with trees. That'll be up to the Sovereign. What he says goes. Take him away. Then they kind of, not really poke at you, but they gesture with their swords and lead you in a direction deeper into the city. The walkway that you follow is more of a road. It's wider, it's clear. And as you guys are moving, people move out of the way. Guards that were standing, kind of slouching, now stand at attention. And you head towards another interior wall of the exact same height as the exterior wall. And the doors open as you approach. This does not have a portcullis, as far as you can tell. It seems to be big, heavy metal and wooden doors that split open and divide as they see you coming. Inside it, once you see through the doors, is a much less city-like experience. You see trees grown, bushes, shrubbery, grass. The pathways that are made with set cobblestone are bordered by nearly overgrown grass. If you didn't know any better and didn't see the buildings that are within that are also rather large, almost cathedral-like, you would probably think you were back outside the city, in a more wilderness area. As you progress down this path and come to the front of this large fortified building, there's dozens of guards outside, all near pristine uniforms, highly polished. The cloth tabards they have are pressed, not a single wrinkle on them.
What color are they?
The blood red, the same blood red color. It's like a little bit of white in there. There's also a little bit of yellow. It's kind of like fine filigree. This yellow almost makes not quite a leaf-like pattern, but it makes you think of like vine work. It's very regal, very different from your usual thought of guards. You know, even having limited time in cities such as Zelfira would have, would be like, this is different. The guards that brought you in to this secluded area, they sheathe their swords, and the other guards take you further, and you go into this large fortified building, near castle-like experience.
Were they nice enough not to unsheathe their swords, though?
That is correct. They did not
Awesome.
unsheathe their swords.
Yeah.
You
Paris
walk
puts
through
his hands
this...
down.
What's that?
Paris puts his hands down. He's walking with his hands up.
I didn't even realize that. It's kind of funny. As you enter through the entryway to this large fortified building, there is a polished oak stairwell leading up into it. High shine with a little metal filigree similar to that on the tabards, etched into the sides of it, almost as if it's coming out of the wall and intruding on the wood. As you go up what you presume at this point is probably 50 to 60 steps, you come to a large landing. And all around you...
I'm going to stop and take a breath. 50 or 60 steps, I'm fucked.
I'm fucking knackered.
Okay, right, I carry on.
After the guards give you a little break, you look up after you've caught your breath, and you see around you a large hall.
50 or 60 steps.
With golden and silver braziers full of candles, lighting up wall-to-wall books, bookshelves left and right, and just a few desks scattered here and there, but no chairs. There are only a handful of people, but most noticeably, probably about 30 feet away from you, is an older gentleman, somewhat tall and lithe and somewhat skinny, long.
He's very sexy.
Hair. I don't know, maybe.
It's Dumbledore mixed with who's that geezer he's mixed with? The guy out of Game of Thrones.
Never seen
Charles Dance?
No, not Charles Dance. Or maybe a little bit of Charles Dance, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a bit of the Charles about him.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, it doesn't matter whether you know. We know. Durham, first sovereign Terrell Slubblin. He's an elf. He's one of your lot, Zelfira.
He's a half elf.
I've got pointy ears, Zelfira. That's your.
Yes,
actually, I've got pointy ears too, but he's got a different kind of pointy.
Yes, your pointy ears are red. His are only red when they get embarrassed. Dun dun dun.
It's the half-elf squad plus the red-haired one.
Yes. As you look upon this man, you see this white and gold suit. The gold threads are very fine, and it's almost as if it's metal weaved. But you also see a sparkling silver amongst the white threading.
Very nice rags. Yes.
It's very nice. There's a peculiar shine that comes off of the silver.
Oh, so he's mugged the dwarves that are now pissed off for their mithril.
I wouldn't say he mugged the dwarves, but it's definitely mithril, and I'm glad you called that out, so I didn't have to try to explain it further. But yes, his suit is lined with fibers of mithril.
He's very short for an elf. Is his name Bilbo?
No, he's rather tall. He looks at you and says, "Why have you brought these interlopers to me?"
I'm not a fucking interloper. I'm a bit tired from 60 stairs, but I'm not an interloper. They brought us here. We were just coming in.
He wasn't talking to you. And he responds to you, I wasn't talking
Well,
to
don't
you.
call me an interloper then.
The guards say, they know the blue people. And he says, very well, leave. And all the guards stand at attention abruptly, salute,
I turn around and start leaving.
As he doesn't.
I'm going to reach him and grab him by the shoulder and say, come back, Paris.
You sure?
Yeah, he didn't mean you. But the interlopers, he wants the interlopers from...
Yes,
maybe
he
he's
wants
kinky.
to be alone with the interlopers.
What's an interloper, dude?
I don't know, but it's a bit rude, but I don't know why he's calling us that, but we can keep getting called interlopers. Very rude, this lot.
I mean, how rude. He doesn't even know us. I'm going to stop Wolf from chewing on the tapestry over there.
Impy is just pissed on some furniture, but he's invisible. So...
Just smell it. It's like sulfur smell.
Smells like asparagus, man.
First Sovereign is looking you all over while this little activity occurs. And when it looks like you're all finally settled, he says, by no chance you've probably heard now I am the first Sovereign. I rule this land and protect people from the dwarves.
No, they said you were the Sovereign.
I don't think the dwarves are the problem, are they?
Well, I mean, he must be doing a good job. We haven't seen any dwarves.
Well, you would know about the Dwarven Wars, which I mentioned, like in the
yeah, but I mean, we haven't seen any, so he must be doing a good job.
We went to, I mean, even in Fort Happy, which is on the border, which is designed, they said they never saw anything. So,
well, there was that one old guy who was like, "Yeah, back when I first got here."
Yeah, like my family, I mean, my dad's dad, or whatever it was. Yep. You know, they had like a dwarf.
At this point, it was probably like 140 years ago ish.
Yeah, so it's like, man, dude, we haven't seen dwarf. We heard about a dwarf, like vision, like story of a dwarf, but you know, doing all right, I guess, man.
He picks up a book. It's not an old book; it's relatively new, and he thumbs through the pages and he holds it open and shows you what's on the page. And he says, I assume you've been brought here because you've seen these. And it's a picture, it's a crudely sketched out humanoid wearing armor, but there's a distinct color blue marking the armor. And it's that same cornflower blue.
Yeah, man, yeah, dude. We saw them, dude. It's a first, right? They burned their village down, like complete assholes. They killed Archie. Yeah, they killed Archie, man, dude.
Burned your village and killed your friends.
Yeah, and then they were like being assholes in Stowe, and we killed this one that was like trying to take away everybody's magic shit. And then we went to Falmouth, and then they were like sieging that place, and we killed their general.
Eyebrow raises listening to your story.
And that general dude, man, we kind of snuck around, right? Really sneaking. I just murdered like a bunch of the soldiers, and then man, that general, he was a dick. He was like, he thought he was gonna beat us, and we beat his ass, snuck away. And then we went to this other place, this Fort Stone down in the south there, big south here, man, right? In Fort Stone, dude, they like murdered like the whole fort, right? And then the steward guy, he kind of came up and kind of stopped them, and then we kind of killed the rest of them. Two got away, but man, we were tired, you know. And then we went to Fort Happy over east of here, right? And they were like, we haven't seen any of them, but they didn't see dwarfs. There was nobody there. Like they were like super happy and stuff, right? And then we came over here, and then we told the guards up on the east gate there, and then we here, and then they said they just basically turned out their swords, which kind of pissed me off. It like scared my little wolf friend over there. That's why he's peeing. And now we're here.
He shakes his head slightly and goes to put down. He closes the book, puts it down on the desk he's standing in front of. Goes, so I see you understand our plight. These.
They are dwarves.
Dwarves. We've protected this land from dwarves for hundreds of years.
What dwarves, man? I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I haven't seen a dwarf ever. We've been traveling hundreds of miles.
then it seems we are being very successful in our...
Yeah, maybe the dwarves aren't the problem. Maybe it's the other bods in the blue.
I think the dwarves are just a red herring, dude.
No, the dwarves are history. The dwarves are history that's technically irrelevant at the moment. That's why he showed you the picture of the people in the blue armor and not dwarves.
Right.
And said, you understand our plight. And then you started talking about dwarves. So he's saying we've done good with the dwarves. We fucked them up.
Well, that's all any of your guards mentioned when we came in here.
Well, they wanted to keep people out. And they keep out dwarves. That's their job. That's what they do. And they do it very well. You shall not find a single dwarf in the borders of this city.
To be honest, I couldn't give a crap about dwarves. We just want the folk in the blue.
Very well. Perhaps we can come to some kind of arrangement. You see, those blue folk have been seeping into our society. They come here and there, try to spread distrust and disorder. And our carefully laid protection is broken. I fear they are just the beginning of the rest of the war.
I mean, it's Fort Stone. They certainly showed up in force. By the looks of it, and what they did to the walls. They've got some serious firepower, I would say. Burned the walls straight through.
We have not experienced that at all.
Yeah, it was like it melted rock, dude. It was weird.
Yay!
Maybe it was a dragon.
Maybe it was a silver dragon that you met years ago. Well, then let us make a deal. I will reward you handsomely if you root out this hidden corruption.
Well,
Right, man.
I mean, we came here looking for them.
Somebody at the door.
The door behind them, there's a knock. And with disregard for what you're saying, the first sovereign says, "Enter." And the door opens, and there's several of the fancily dressed guards dragging a person through. Can't really get that good of a look at the moment, but sorry, I just gotta find the picture. I forgot what I named the person.
Fleming.
No.
Mucus.
Where are you? Too many pictures. Oh, there we go. Odalise. Sorry. You see them dragging this young lady, a halfling, into the thing. Fruits, flowers, and vegetables falling out of her basket.
Didn't let her put the basket down.
No, they just grabbed her.
Hey, they would have had to have grabbed her and dragged her a long way.
You never know.
Hey.
But no, she's not a dwarf.
So why have you brought a little child in here? What's going on?
Be quiet. Listen. You saw those in the blue.
The mumble under my breath, cocksucker.
And she looks up and looks at you guys and looks at the guards and then looks at the first sovereign. She goes, yes, I told your guards that they came into my shop. She's all apologetic and afraid. You see some tears forming at her eyes. And she told the guards where they went. You followed them, yes? She says, I did. I gave the guards everything. I told them everything. You go, the first sovereign steps close. And he's maybe at this point, maybe 3 feet away from the guards that are holding Odalise. And you spoke to this man, the one in the blue. Yeah, I had. How else would I know who he was? The first sovereign goes, very well. In a flash, a blink of an eye, his sword is drawn. A fine, thin point rapier pierces it right through her chest.
Dude, uncool, dude. Dude.
Draws the blade out.
No.
Shakes the blood off and sheathes it in another flash. Says, dispose of her. Then he turns and looks at
Killed the fruit and veg seller because she spoke to someone in blue.
Yep.
You're a dick, dude.
How dare you judge us on what we do to keep this city standing. Thousands
How
upon
dare you
thousands
kill
of
an
innocent
innocent
souls.
person, you little
What did she do?
shithead?
What did she do that deserved had to die for? Spoke to someone.
We cannot allow this corruption to spread. Anywhere the words take hold is a risk. He steps back to the desk he was standing in front of. His back still to you.
Okay, right. See you then.
Walk. I'm just leaving. I got no words. I'm just like, fuck this dude. I just say we fine. And I'm like waiting everybody outside. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I said, see ya. I'm leaving already. Yeah.
As you guys turn to walk out.
Hang on. Would you like me to take her with me?
She's gone already. They dragged her away.
Oh.
Yep, they dragged her away as soon as you said take her away.
Okay, we're following the guards out then, yeah.
Yeah, there's no guards in here now.
Well, we're following them out with the body, yeah.
Oh, as you turn to follow out, all you see is a streak of blood across the floor from the body that's been dragged out.
So if we just leave the inner circle, they're gonna stop us. Just like go out into the city.
You can choose to go wherever you'd like.
Oh, head into it. Where have we got to go? He's asked us to find the blue people, but anyone who talks to blue people kills about really nations. He can fuck off.
I mean, how do you find people? We want to get a kill. I want you to find the blue people, but don't talk to them.
Yeah, the one person who's talked to them.
That maybe more people to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. But if he's going around stabbing them, then he's a prick. He's as bad as the blue people. Maybe we should set the blue people. Come here, conquer this town. He's got a dickhead in charge.
Maybe we should have this conversation when we're not stood in the middle of his.
That's why I was waving everybody out.
Yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving. Yeah, we are. We've left.
We're
out of our tree friend.
We're gonna. No, I thought we were gonna let the wolf. I want the wolf to like pee all over their garden and all.
Imp's gone up to his bedroom and taken a shit on the pillow.
Yeah.
You're all taking shits.
Imp's been brewing it for 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Imps only eat raw meat, so it's going to stink.
There is a metal band out there called the Meat Shits.
Oh Jesus Christ! The Meat Shits.
Yeah, it's a real band.
And I bet they stink.
They might. I haven't seen them live. All right. So, are we leaving the city or we want to find lodging?
Because we could find lodging. Do we go to the blue part of town or the red part of town?
There's no.
I want to find an inn close to where. Oh God. Can we ask the guard maybe where they found you? Well, we got to start somewhere. Where was your shop and stuff, man?
Where was her shop? Is that what you're wondering?
She had a shop, right?
She had a flower shop. Yes.
Okay, so you know what? That's an empty building. No one's using anymore.
Her shop is over. There are taverns, but her shop is. Let me give it a little arrow here.
I mean, no one's going to be using her shop.
So AFK.
Right.
Yep,
so
I'm pointing there. That's roughly where her shop is.
We could start there. I mean, we could just take over the shop, or the government may have seized it and its assets, like Dick's. That's probably what they did.
Or they burned it to the ground.
Well, that's kind of shit. They're all buildings are connected, dude. You know.
Yeah, if they burn it to the ground, then they really are not very good government.
Oh yeah,
well, that's neither here nor there, I guess. That's good,
that's
bad, whatever.
Because I'm gonna. So if that's then we'll find maybe something nearby. I mean, is there an inn on this area?
There is. There's
with
an
tree.
Oh, I would say there's an inn very close to our house. Enid's Hotel and Gambling House.
want to find so if you're like a window view with the tree outside,
A window view with a tree outside.
like like so that you can see a tree, feel okay.
That would probably be. Let's see, which one is the closest to tree? I would say Dwarfbane Tavern, probably. Probably the
What?
closest to tree.
Dwarf Spain. They don't like dwarfs, so I guess we'll go to that one. Appropriate.
Yeah, generally the people in this city don't like dwarves now. Family members, ancestors of these people have been killed by dwarves. They've set
Your father's father heard a story about somebody who knew a dwarf.
Oh, so the Dwarven Wars, depending on who you asked, as far as you're aware, is anywhere from 100 to 160 years ago is when they ended, allegedly. However, everybody in this part of the world is still vigilant against the potential dwarf incursion because if it's only been 100 years ago and the guy is 60 years old, his dad may have died to some dwarves. You never know. Like, there's a possibility that some of these are direct descendants of people who died in the war. It's always a possibility. And just because a war has semi-formally ended doesn't necessarily mean that dwarven actions and human actions have ended. So maybe these guys have been going out and attacking dwarves, and the dwarves have been retaliating. You never know.
Seemed like if I were dwarves, I'd attack this place. They're a bunch of dicks. So
right over here, where I drew that little arrow, there's a Dwarfbane Tavern. There's some trees right outside.
Okay. And did they burn? So what's the shop state? Is it just closed?
The flower shop
ransacked, burned down, seized.
It looks like it was burned in a vertical column with no damage done to buildings surrounded it.
Really, they burned their building down.
It's just like an empty square.
They're dicks. I don't want to help them at all. They are massive penises that don't have massive penises. They have tiny peepees.
They're just turds. Let's face it.
They are, yeah. If we do anything, we kill the general and fuck their society up.
Kill the general and fuck this.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they burn the flower shop to the ground.
Through some magical means, they basically eviscerated the
Their
building.
dicks.
Yeah, it's gone. The building's gone. It's just an empty hole where it was. Like, when I say hole, I mean like the basement that was like semi-refinished is gone. Like the wood, the paneling, all the support beams, they're all gone, and all that's left is like the dirt that was underneath it. And there's like where the basement was is just the hole, basically.
How many, walking around, did we see any else like this? Can we tell if they've done it to other people?
So she had a flower shop.
Yes.
And she spoke to them, and they deleted her.
Yes.
From what you heard, there was some sort of conversation where she, in some way, discovered that these people were bad as you could toss that as a coin in the air at this point. But the cornflower blue people, one of them, or at least one, spoke to her somehow about something you have no idea. But she went and reported it to the guards immediately. And
so here's the thing I'm wrestling with at the minute. So I would have thought if we just took that in isolation, that he would be working with them.
Who would be working with them?
The Supreme High Poobah, whatever
First Sovereign? You say he's working with the blue people?
No. That would be my first assumption. But we then go to him with news of them, and he leaves us alone. I mean, he could have had his god slaughter us.
And he offered you guys to help.
Yeah.
Because you guys sound like courageous adventurers.
So what went on between her and them?
That's up to your imaginations.
Maybe they gave her like a recruitment pamphlet or something.
We need to find out what. Where are we at the minute, by the way?
No one's gonna tell us anything. They slaughtered her.
No
Yeah.
one has gone anywhere yet. You guys kind of like, as
I
far as I'm aware, you
assume-
left the inner
assume-
circle. That's pretty much all I know. And then you went to to see where the flower shop was.
Well, we need to find the scummiest tavern, not to stay there, but to go ask some people that don't give a crap what's going on with these blue folk. Because all the guards are just saying, we're protecting you from dwarves. We saw that when you were talking to them.
Yeah.
But there's clearly something. I mean, we haven't seen a dwarf ever. So there's not like they're overrun by dwarves. They're clearly worried about these blue guys. What's
Would've been
been
really
going on here?
Yeah,
I mean-
it would have been really interesting if one of us picked a dwarf.
Well, we
You would have had a really great time.
well, we didn't get to pick, did we? There was
Yes, you did. Well, no, you're right. You did.
Kinda.
There were dwarves in the group.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
so fine tavern.
I think wasn't Joris Bronson a fucking dwarf?
I
as
can't.
well?
No, I don't think he
I don't
was.
remember.
I don't think he was.
I don't remember.
But no, I mean my point being, we need to find someone who's willing to flap the lips. It'd be good if we could find some relatives or friends of hers, the florist.
Armand Babragurk was one of the initial potential PCs. He was a dwarf, and then Umgrim Hardpride, also a dwarf, and then Mariona was a dwarf, I think.
But
No, she was a human. All right, so 2 dwarves.
Find
Well-
relative.
well, I think we need to find close friends or relatives of this girl who owned the flower shop. See if anyone knows what she knew.
Yeah, because
But all,
did she live there? Was it like, you know what I'm saying? Did she have like like in most places, like
Yeah,
did she
what
have
I'm
a
about-
shop?
What I'm about to say is going to really piss you guys off. It was basically like a tenement with a shop underneath it, so there were other households in it, like probably
Oh,
I don't know,
ass.
like 3-story tall building with several like small little houses and whatnot.
Can we ask around if they burned down the
But-
place with the people fucking in it?
You could ask. That's up to you.
the other bit we need to figure out is, as I say, we need to find some scum lowlife bar.
That shouldn't be too hard in this town. I got 2 of them at the top of my head.
But and just ask around there, but not about the flower shop girl. Ask them about these blue guys. What's been going on here?
Ooh,
They don't-
taking
they'll-
risks.
Well, they're the most likely not to give a shit about what the authorities think.
That's also true.
I'm gonna ask before we leave the area. Is if and we found you an inn with the tree view for your, so you can see a tree when you look.
There's
up.
an inn on the other side of the city that has a couple trees nearby.
Well,
The Dwarf
So-
Dame Tavern.
I want to ask before we leave the area because I think we came and we saw the hole.
Yeah.
Hey, a friend of mine lived here, dude. And what happened to the building, man? And just kind of asking around.
Like passerbys, like because there's
Somebody,
like,
maybe the
pretty much-
shop next door or something.
Pretty much across the street is that Enid's Hotel and Gambling House that I was mentioning.
Okay,
And so there's
so
people
ask.
going to and fro there because
You can ask the doorman or whoever's out front. Oh.
you could.
Yes, I am.
You too. Oh, sorry, I burped. Oh, sorry. Peanut butter and soda, bad combination. I'm just eating peanut butter by the spoon. I'm a sicko.
Well, I have a jar of peanut butter with a spoon in it too. So next week.
That's the game of D&D champions. Oh God.
I'm like, what do you eat? A peanut butter by the spoon.
Yes, peanut butter.
It's literally what I did last. That was my dinner last night while I was playing D&D with the other guys. So.
Nice.
All right, so I'm asking about shop before we go off to CD Tavern. What time is it? Is it daylight, night?
Yeah, it's daylight.
All right,
It's
so we
like
probably will
4
wanna
at this
go
point, it's probably
there.
like 4 in the afternoon.
We don't want to go to. All right.
Well, we wanted to. Well, we need to get some rest, have a clean up, then go to the tavern when it's a bit later, don't we?
Yeah, I want to find the first tavern where there's somebody laying out front. What was that?
I was gonna say I don't particularly want to stay in the hive of scum and villainy. I just
Yeah, but it's best to go there at night because that's when all the scum and villains turn. During the day, it's just the mug.
All right, so did you want to go to the tavern that's got the tree view way at the north side of the city, or is that the plan?
That's where the hotel was, I thought.
Well, there's a bunch of them, but you wanted one of the trees.
That's where we'll be staying, I guess.
Okay.
But where we want to go ask people will be the sleaziest backstreet tavern we can find, kind of thing.
You're gonna love the Dwarfbane Tavern then.
All right. What about the building? Before we depart.
Yeah.
So you want to know what about the building? You're trying to talk to people to be like, what happened? Is that what
what happened? Like, how did they see this thing go? Man, it was here yesterday, man, and then it's gone.
And does anybody know the girl that owned the place?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Are you guys going inside or are you staying outside?
We'll go.
Going inside what? The pub or the
pub.
We're hanging around a building, and we
Yeah, well, you guys are hanging around the building, and then there's
hole.
that
the gap where there is no building. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like literally 20 feet away from this building that disappeared is this gambling establishment.
Is there a church or a temple nearby? Can I see one on any of the streets nearby?
Very nearby?
Very nearby, yeah. Because that's kind of a place that would order flowers.
There are a couple in the town. The nearest location that would be nearby would probably be the cleric's this building over here with the fancy little hammer on top of it.
I mean, it's a good point. We could walk around and see if anybody has like flowers displayed, right? You know, like a restaurant or anything.
I'm just thinking like a church or a temple. They're probably going to have had dealings with them.
Well, yeah, there's a cleric's monastery, I guess you would call it. That the arrow is pointing to. That's probably the closest to her flower shop.
But we could still ask the people in the building that was 20 feet away.
Yeah,
you could do that too.
Start with that.
Yeah, I was to start there asking like who was in the building when it burnt down. Was everyone who owned the shop?
You're not allowed. No, I'm kidding.
Who was the name?
When you walk into the building, what's all the dice for?
To charm some people.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were just gonna walk in like the sun glistening off your pecs or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, on my teeth. My pecs are covered up because they're slightly hairy.
And Wise Stump is nowhere to be found.
Oh, he's not even close.
He's in a field pretending to be a tree. He is a tree.
Because he's pretending to be a tree because he's not a tree, man. It's like treeception, man. Tree, but he's not a tree pretending.
Deception.
I'm just a dude pretending to be a dude playing a dude.
Oh, so, I hope the sunlight works. So you walk into this building, and you see a bunch of people chilling around.
C for chill?
C for commoner.
Oh.
As you walk in Paris, you bump into the bandit with infected legs.
Ew.
How he's wearing shorts, and you can tell. And he goes, "Hey, watch your step!" And then, but everybody.
Watch your Harry Potter, dude. What, man?
Watch your step.
Was that a language?
I don't speak commoner.
He's very drunk. Because Paris doesn't really trip over people, but he's bumped into him.
Bumped into him.
Yeah, I think he bumped into Paris, not the other way around.
The guy was standing there. You never know. He's got infected legs. How could he walk?
You should stand by the door then, shouldn't you, the moral? Yeah.
Stab them. Just kill everybody.
I'm coming in just to charm everyone. Hey, man.
You could
How are
totally
you?
do that.
When they come in, the music all stops and they look at me and go, handsome. Horny looking.
How they? There's no such thing as a record scratch. It's like weird. What the hell?
I should probably name one of them bartender, but
My barkeep.
I thought I had a guy in here specifically called Bark, but whatever.
And that one's wimpy.
I
With
may
this
have to
Darny thugs, some commoners, and some bandits. You know, don't hide the fact they're bandits at all.
No,
I
it's
may
a
ha-
seedy establishment. There's gambling going on and everything. You see
I was
people
gonna
throwing
say-
dice.
I may have to reassess my idea of going into the seediest place we can find.
Yeah, because this is already pretty bad.
This is literally the first place we walked into, and it's bad.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
what could be seedier than this?
Yeah. We weren't trying to find a seedy place. This was just the nearest place.
It's literally 20 feet away.
There, Barkeep has a face now. Ooh, you're going into
Barkeep?
the pig on a spit? Imp is checking out the pig on a spit.
Imp is just checking out the room, see if there's anything in here worth nicking.
Said he eats meat, so it's probably just going to take a few bites out of that pig.
No, it's cooked. He doesn't know.
Yeah, it's definitely cooked. It's roast.
You don't know it's cooked. It could be just put on.
Impy can smell it.
So as you're walking by, you see all these. I guess I don't need to lock the tokens right now. You're not fighting, as far as I can tell. I mean, you could. Right now, everybody's neutral. So as you're walking by, you see people rolling dice, kind of arguing with each other, spitting, yelling, cheering, being braggadocious in general.
Quite scrabadocious.
Scrabadibbly-docious. You see some peculiar-looking people, like the Vistani guy on the side. He looks like nothing you've ever seen before.
The fucking hobbit.
No. Yeah, he's just fucking weird looking. And you see
Hobbit with a beard, yeah.
Gangsters. Is he a hobbit with a beard? I thought they were like bigger. Whatever.
Because I'd be very curious if they have a short person in here. They hate dwarves.
Vistani. Wow, he has
Usually human, some halflings. It's human.
They look like this. This is the generalized picture they show, and I'm like, that don't look like human.
We'll just go with that.
He's got a snake on his ass, so I'm like, maybe they look like.
We're just traveling people. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, so you see, there's definitely some seedy people here. Even the people that don't outright look like bandits look like they're drunk and
Dodgy.
as well.
They're a bunch of dodgy fuckers.
Barkeep's got very shifty eyes. Typical colonizing white man. AKA the guy from what's that movie?
I'm just thinking that
the second and third Pirates of the Caribbean movie. The guy, I don't remember
Norrington?
his name though. Not Norrington. He was in the first one as well. This guy.
Was
the shorter guy. The shorter guy. Yeah, he was also in the movie.
Yeah, the guy that got blown to
hell when the boat went down. It basically looks like that guy. Like really.
If I order like bread roll, will it also be covered in sesame seeds, so it's also seedy?
Oh Jesus Christ! It's gonna actually have sunflower seeds inside it.
Or poppy seeds, so it's like opium. Anyway,
smoke that.
Well, if you eat enough poppy seed stuff, it'll show up on a drug. Anyway,
myth.
So I want to ask the bartender. It's like I don't want to order alcohol right now.
He turns to look at you. He says, "What do you want, you weirdo?"
With my big stupid ass grin. This is gonna work well. Dude, I'm just asking. I just came in. Maybe just want maybe a quick glass of freaking, I don't know, clean water.
Just for clarification, did Karakir sit down? Is that what's going on? You sat at the table, empty table.
Yeah, I'm sat at the table and then calling over the barkeep. Yeah.
And Paris just straight up approached him, like right off, like he's just like no social.
Fuck no, dude.
He was
Christmas like
"Yo, I have a
5.
question. I have a question, man." Nice. He says,
Yeah, I have a Christmas 5. I don't give a shit.
Listen here, weirdo. I got customers to tend to.
Oh, I want to get some. I'm gonna order something for my little buddy over there with the
What do you
big
want?
guy. What do you want,
do you want?
Kirker? What do you want? You want like drumstick and some stuff and meat? You want some fried potatoes? We'll just get him a turkey leg. And I'll just take 2 glasses of just mead.
I'll just have a glass of mead, yeah.
You want a turkey leg? Okay, no turkey leg, just 2 glasses of mead, dear Dinks.
2 glasses of mead.
You want? I'm not gonna say anything because I'll fear it. He's too far away. I don't feel like yelling. And then as he brings the mead, hey, dude, what happened to across the street, man? Can you get some flowers? And he said to go there for good flowers, but it's like nothing there, dude.
The barkeep says, "That bitch ought to know when to keep to herself."
Who? What bitch?
Stupid ass fucking halflings. And what are you getting?
I told you 2 meats, dude.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Sorry, I was distracted.
Like I said, like. So okay, so still no name.
For a name for the barkeep?
Oh, the bitch.
Oh, she's just a stupid.
What? So, all right. So what happened, dude? I'm still like, while you're getting the meats. What happened, dude? What do you mean?
He's he finishes pouring one of the meads, and he says, "If you don't stop annoying me, I'm gonna put ice in this shit."
I mean, it's kind of hot outside, dude. That actually would be kind of cool. Wait, how do you have ice? How do you make ice? Are you magic, dude?
It's a big ass city, bro. They got all this stuff.
I don't think they have compressors, but okay.
No, they get deliveries of ice from people who can make it, because maybe they're magic.
Oh yeah, I can make it.
Shit, Magic Society got ice delivery. This is grade A capitalism.
Okay, I'll take a snow cone then.
Fucking, he goes, "Fucking asshole." Then he goes, reaches over, grabs an ice pick, and starts stabbing this bucket of ice. Fucking son of a bitch. And he stab, 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 stab.
Do I have like a calming spell?
I really don't like you.
I'd be like, dude, like enhance your calm, dude.
So you want to hand him a joint? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think I have one on me, but
No,
I haven't.
smoked them all
I have.
when
Wait,
you were a kid, and now you're fucked.
I have an herbalism kit.
Oh God. Maybe if the flower lady was still around. She's dead, gone. Her shop erased. This
Yeah,
guy
but
finishes with a snow cone. He pours the ale over the ice that's been crushed.
yeah.
He hands you one ale and one snow cone ale.
All right.
AKA, it's more a slushy than a snow cone.
Yeah, it's like
But yeah.
Slurpee or something, like an ale Slurpee.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like it was straw. Just like take it. Oh, that's refreshing.
Over mead.
Yeah, I'm not
He
gonna.
just shakes
I'm
his
not.
head.
I'm not getting more out of this asshole. Here's your meat. Here's your ale, dude. That guy's a dick too.
A lot of dicks around here, if you haven't noticed.
Yes. No shit.
Such a clean, orderly, neat city. A lot of.
What did the barman say about the flower shop?
She fucking said the bitch should just keep her mouth shut and keep to herself, and that's about it.
What about the people in the building that live there? What
He's
would
a
be?
dick, man. That's it. That's all I got out of him. If you want to try, here's some.
I'm going to go over there and say, "Oh, that's a CNA up here."
Yep, there's an A. As you walk in, or
There's an
sorry, as
asshole
you're
just
talking,
appeared.
An archer wearing the cornflower blue regalia opens the door, walks in, sees one of the bandit guys, and is like, "Hey!" Gives him like daps, the whole pat on the back. He's like, What's up? Yeah, you got my money? Where's my money?
Cornflower blue, isn't that the colour we don't like?
That
Yeah.
absolutely is.
So I'm glad we didn't just ask about people in blue all of a sudden.
Yeah, so he's chatting with a table that's all gambling, talking about monies, and
But do you know the flower girl?
the archer looking guy with his bow strapped over his back turns, looks, he's, flower girl, what are you talking about?
The girl who used to sell flowers just across the road.
Ain't nobody sell flowers across the road, fool.
Well, not anymore. It's burnt down.
What are
I
you
don't think-
talking about burnt down? I ain't seen a fire in years.
I mean,
Huh?
did it? It's a hole. I don't. Is there embers or is it just a hole?
There is scorch marks.
Okay.
What, recent scorch marks, or is it old?
Recent.
Oh, so he's talking bollocks then.
Sounds about right.
I say we follow him. Don't want to get in a
Sorry.
fight here.
Turns back to talking to the bandit with infected legs and bandit 2 and the bandit captain, bandit 1. Bandit 3 turns from the bar stool he's half falling off of. He's drunk off his ass. He's like, "You're the Timmy!" And all the other people kind of like, Jesus Christ. Commoner number 5 is like, oh shit, I think it's time for me to go. I got to get out of here. And he starts to push up from the table. Bandit captain says, not before you pay up. And bandit with the infected legs goes to stand up and his legs wobble a little bit. His legs are
Leg just
infected.
falls off. Whoop.
No, his leg doesn't fall off. He reaches
Leprosy.
down, grabs the leg, rips it off, and holds it like it's a club. He's like, you better pay up. He's swinging his own leg in the air.
Frickin' Thorson's here, drunk. Awesome.
And the archer in the cornflower blue regalia steps back just a bit. Commoner 5 starts to turn. Doesn't look good. Commoner reaches in his pocket, digging around, pulls out a couple silver pieces, throws it on the table. That's all I got. That's all I got. And Bandit 2 grabs those silver and says, it's all you're gonna have in your life. And he turns, whips out a dagger, and he reaches and lunges to stab Commoner 5 in the stomach. Luckily, he's drunk off his ass, misses. Commoner 5 is panicked, jumps back next to Paris, and now they think you're all together. You fuckers! Oh, you got backup now, huh?
I'm
Roll
not
for
even
initiative.
facing them. I'm like having a drink. I'm eating my snow cone,
You're
man.
eating your ale snow cone. And then they're gonna fucking kick your ass. Just saying, just saying. Bandits are cranking now. And the cornflower guy don't do shit. Oh god, that's terrible.
Natural one.
I got my combat tracker.
Character here's initiative is 3. Who else?
I mean, technically, Zolfir doesn't have to get involved.
Technically doesn't have to. Can stay back.
I have an idea.
If Zelfira so chooses.
I've got a different idea.
You're gonna leave.
Pretty much.
Is everybody involved? Like, I got the bartender on the combat
No,
tracker.
Just the bandits.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Some are neutral, some are hostile. It's only the hostile. Impy walks outside.
Why haven't I got an initiative, by the way?
Because you gotta roll it yourself. It's not computer generated. Yet.
Oh.
The first time you always gotta roll for initiative because that's like shit hits the
All right.
fan.
Okay. Hold on.
How do
Damn,
I
that was a
roll?
good one.
How do I
Oh, that's
roll
pretty
my
good, right.
wolves initiative?
That would just be your dexterity check, and then that's I would add that in there.
Oops, no, that's not worked.
I can. Can we
You
go
got
on
a
hold?
15 there.
In
You can hold
D&D,
your
or is that
turn. Yeah, you can
all right.
absolutely.
because I'm basically like ignoring the fact that this is happening because it's like
The only difference with hold here is that you have to be specific as to why you're holding your turn.
it's like just yeah, because I don't believe that they're really think I'm together when basically there's no indication that we're with them. None.
Except
I'm just
for the
sitting there,
recollection.
sitting on my snow cone.
So there, Paris is basically going to go from Paris to Zelfira because the other guys aren't fighting.
I'm just like right now. I'm like I'm still eating my snow cone, facing away from them. Just kind of like with my senses like alert in case they do something stupid.
Observant.
Yeah. Probably get up and walk away. I don't know you, dude. Fucking. I don't know. Should I just say I don't know who the fuck you are, dude, and just walk away? They get attack of opportunity if they haven't actually attacked me yet.
Technically, you're not in their range. So.
Okay.
'cause
So
you're
actually,
like, you would have to be 2.5 feet closer.
I'm gonna hold my action, but I want to move.
I'm going to look panicked and then run away. Oh, I'm doing free movement, but I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah, I'm
So,
just gonna be over here. I'm gonna get up and
I-
walk around.
I'm going to run away, and Wolfie's going to go over there, and with the aim that I'm waiting for that archer to come out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here, dude. I'm gonna eat my snow. I just want to eat my freaking ale cone, man. Dude, fuck off. I don't know you, dude. And I'm just, and that my action I'll hold. I'll just now I know I'm facing them, so I can see what's going on.
Bandit captain goes, "Fucking cowards!" And he drunkenly points his hand at where Paris was standing. And he yells,
Pointing
"Kill
at
him!" And he jumps over the table and
knocks his friend over.
Well, we're gonna find out. Dexterity save. Well, he's
with
drunk, so DC's gonna
disadvantage,
be 12.
disadvantage, and drunk.
He successfully jumps over the table. And that's as far as he gets. Because he had to waste extra movement to go up and over and down. And he's like, "Ah!" waving his sword, but he does not yet attack. Because he doesn't feel he's close enough to Paris yet. Bandit number 2, however, after
He's
getting
next to
bumped
character
aside,
though.
he doesn't know you and character are together. He thinks you are with the other person. AKA Paris. You, Paris.
Oh, I thought it was us. Okay.
Obviously,
Well,
I guess
it
my
can be.
pointy ears. No one wants to fuck with me, do they? Do you know what I mean? Pointy ears and very good looking. They're all like shit.
Something like that. And bandit number 2 is going to run over here to the guy he tried to stab, commoner number 5, and try to cut him again.
They're just attacking the commoners.
Yep. He attacked. Well, he's
The
this is
commoner
guy-
that
It
gambles.
initiated the whole thing. 'Cause he was drunk and
That common
tried
is
to
a
help.
ninja.
Apparently automatic miss. Maybe the
Like he's
bandit was
drunk,
Just too
he just-
drunk. It's just stupid. And the archer in the cornflower blue regalia looks around, seeing this mess go down, worrying guards are going to show up, begins to step back out into the road to kind of take shelter elsewhere.
All right, as he's coming out the door, because I am watching him,
Yeah.
I am going to step in his way, kind of thing, and just
Kind of like stop him.
yeah, just like I bumped into him, kind of thing.
Okay.
Just like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then the wolf's going to grab his ankle and drag him off.
Throw a strength check for the wolf.
Well, I was just going to do an attack, to be honest, because
just
it's
grab him.
Oh, all right.
well,
Just-
it's got
do a grapple.
got a grapple thing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Or May leaves it prone.
Yeah, that's true.
Grab him by the underwears and like drag him off, like ah! Or by the balls. That'd be even better.
Why can't I
Drag him
select-
off to where? See,
Yeah,
if
there's
you're
some
playing
probably
Well,
some.
The back street. I mean,
the alley around the corner.
yep.
There's probably some boys back there, the back street.
Oh,
Target
God damn you.
that. Let me.
MP dexterity check.
Well, he hasn't got an initiative check.
Nope.
Why is this fucking attack roll?
If you just moved up 2 spaces.
Shit, have advantage.
I wish I could remove neutral parties only. He has been bitten and knocked prone.
No, he needs to make a
Oh,
save DC 11. I'll do the damage.
strength save or is it Constitution? I don't
Isn't it not on the attack for the wolf?
know. No,
yeah,
it doesn't
strength.
auto attack.
Strength.
Oh, is there a
Strength.
clickable thing on the wolf?
Yep. Hang on.
Hey, let's see what happens. Ah, he succeeded. He is not prone.
Well, hang on.
He's just,
Is
he's
that?
just
Yeah, the archer 20, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, might as well
Do some
Choose.
damage.
choose leg off anyway.
Holy shit! Was that 16 damage? Holy
That's a
fuck!
good fucking bite.
Holy shit! He's almost dead. This guy went to red dot quick.
Knock him out though. Don't like.
Yeah. I've still got my action.
You take
He's-
off his blue stuff.
He's
That
hostile
way,
as fuck.
he just looks like a normal person. That way, like a guard see, it's not like you're
How
you're
do
talking to the blue people.
how do I do like a knockout thing?
You just say if you're gonna knock him out, and then I don't let him go to 0 hit points. I let him go to 1, and then he's unconscious and prone until you drag him, or we can Bernie's him.
Okay. I am going to. Oh, he's a favored enemy as well. Although that doesn't do a lot. I'm going to Hunter's Mark him. Yeah, may as well. And combat. Where's the combat? Twang. Try and bounce it off his skull.
Knocking out a creature. Sometimes an attacker wants to incapacitate a foe rather than deal a killing blow. An attacker reduces a creature's hit points to 0 with an attack. The
Yep.
attacker can make this choice. The instant damage is dealt.
Yep.
Creature falls unconscious.
There you go.
See? Which is
So you've made that's a knockout blow.
All
So
right.
he's now
means
unconscious.
Drag him.
Yeah, me and Wolfie are going to start dragging him. And that's what we'll be doing for a little while.
Where are you going to drag him?
To the alley. Where's the alley? Is that the one?
Oh, there's 2 alleys
Is that?
left.
Left is shorter.
Oh yeah.
There's multiple alleys. The only
Impy will
downside is you-
keep dogs.
Impy will keep dogs. What?
Keep an eye out for people.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to be spending my turns doing that. I'm not very strong, but the wolf can help drag it.
Yeah. That will be next turn. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Because that's next turn is only 6 seconds away.
I'm going to go for a smoke.
How dare you? Bye, Commodore. Commodore is murdered to instant death. Sorry, Commodore 5. Ha ha ha.
If I like don't react, like I like okay, like man, okay, so you killed a random person. That's cool, dude. Still don't know him.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. Considering they're drunk, and he stood by you. I think you're next.
All right, so I am going to still just a bonus action, but I'm still holding my action. I do want to patient.
You're holding your action. That's basically your whole turn. You don't get to be like, I want to do my bonus action now, my this now, my that.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna do patient defense, and that's it.
Okay.
That's everything.
Do it.
And I'm just eating my snow cone.
And he tries to shoot you with his light crossbow, but fails miserably. Oh no! Yay for the miss.
Did it apply patient? Yeah, patient defense.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I saw it pop up. Which is why he got disadvantage.
Actually, that.
Oh my Jesus! I hate attack. Is Impy still keeping watch, or is he checking?
Yeah, he's keeping watch. Yeah.
Alright. You know, you could always pass his turn. I didn't have to do it for you. Now the caregiver's turn.
Right, I just got to check something.
Something is really bugging me about this situation, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll point that out after the fight's over.
Is the thing that's bugging you the fact that the guards you've encountered are swift to mete out justice, and yet there's a shit ton of bandits inside a bar that's gambling?
No, but very close. That there's a guy wearing the armor of the blue people.
Out in the open?
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally out in the open, like didn't care.
Yep.
Like technically, guards should see him and like instantly murder him.
Do you see any guards around?
Yeah, that's a good point.
True, but even so, wearing that in the city when they burnt down a flower girl for talking to her.
Yep. Makes you wonder if this guy's really one of the blue people.
Well, we'll find out.
I mean, he has half an ankle left.
You would think even if he wasn't, you wouldn't wear that in the city knowing what the repercussions are.
Yeah, one would think.
Thinking it could be fake blue people?
I don't care. We'll find that out in a bit. As I say,
this was on the map of a general, you know.
I mean, he's literally out opposite the shop that got burnt down.
Right, so I'm going to turn towards these bandits that are being violent. I'm basically going to go with visage of terror and stop fighting.
It's not going to
sit down, have their drinks, or I'm going to lay them to waste.
So you want to intimidate them to stand down?
Pretty much like this.
My God, you have such a high intimidation right now.
Because I've got that fucking thing you gave me, the visage of terror. And I've also got an 20 charisma, that helps as well.
Yeah, and it gives you advantage.
I want them to sit down, stop fighting, and basically pack it in, or they're going to face consequences. They're going to see my, it's like a Lucifer face that pops out when I...
They hear you, and in their minds, they hear voices of different people. They don't actually hear you. but they hear what you say, and everyone just shudders, and they stand down.
Good.
Because there's no way they could roll over a 25.
Tell the barkeep. You
Basically-
tell the barkeep. Tell them to stop or I'm burning this whole place down.
Back in the fighting.
Fireball.
Yeah. Well, I could do that as well, but I don't want to burn the whole place down.
Man.
Yeah, so then I'll just give them the leave alive. Hopefully they're going to turn yellow and pack it in.
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to.
if they'll turn yellow, but they're
Want to turn yellow? I scared them. 25, they go into yellow bellies.
yes.
They just scram. Just falling over each other drunk.
Too many clicks.
And I say to the barkeeper, right, give everyone a round. Throw him a couple of gold coins.
When you throw the gold coins out, they bounce off of the countertop. Kind of bounce around. One goes in front of the countertop, the other goes behind it on the bar top, whatever you call it. And everybody jumps and scrambles to grab the gold one that fell on the floor in front of the bar.
Right, and then I'll take that opportunity to leave. And I'm going to go and help drag this geezer.
Oh no!
We have no idea that's happening.
With the door's open.
Yeah, the door's open. It's not closed.
You don't know because you're over there, Luna. You know,
I dragged him out as soon as I could.
Yeah.
Kick the door, but I mean, to be honest, the wolf's probably doing most of the dragging.
grab him by the coat and
Is
drag him.
everybody scared, like including the bartender? Everybody?
Well, whatever I said would have
So-
scared the shit out of everyone, yeah, pretty much.
I want to go back to the bartender and
Basically, I mean, I'm assuming I'm doing the kind of Western thing where the doors swung open. You saw him bump into someone, they swing shut, and then he's gone.
I want to be like, because I'm 6 foot something. I'm going to put my biggest, loveliest grin on, but slightly tweak it to where it's like a little more creepy.
You're creepy.
You know, I was being nice earlier. I want you to tell me a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to be intimidating. I'm done.
Where are you going, people?
I don't know. It's
Talking. I want to. Why the bartender's scared out of his, like he's peeing himself. I want to ask him
He's
more.
grabbing the
Like,
gold coin.
I'm gonna.
uh
Is he on the floor, like grabbing the
Yeah.
gold coin?
Yeah,
I'm
he
stepping
grabbed
on
the
his
coin.
hand. Grab the coin and I'm putting my foot on his hand. Like I'm gonna ask you some. I'm gonna ask you again. What happened across the street?
Just careful how much time you get, by the way.
go there where there is no window, I guess.
I'm trying to ask quickly, so I just don't want to get the fuck out.
You're like right in between the windows.
Actually,
Shadow?
there's a door here, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, if
No.
you put the archer between me and the wolf, that'll be between the windows where you were able to see him.
Because there's a door back here and there's a door back here. I can get out, so I have a way out.
There is a door, yeah. But right by the
That's-
bartender, there's a window. It's not.
It's a window.
No, the door is back over. I'm pretty sure that's just a window that you see.
Yeah, that is a window.
Inside the bar?
From the bar to the.
On the end of the bar, yeah. You don't want to climb out of that window, it means you've got to get up on the bar.
It's
Which
so
one?
it's
This right here?
it's just a window, a gap there for the keg to be poured from. It's not like a door.
That's weird. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't design the map. Shit. I wouldn't have done that. I would have made a fucking.
You didn't design the map?
No.
There's a
Dungeon
door over
Alchemist
here.
map.
It's a
a
Dungeon
door back.
Alchemist map from the workshop. That's,
All right.
yeah,
Oh,
that's just a
still.
gap.
All right.
Whatever. You'll be
Asking
able
the
to run out.
question. I step on his hand where he grabbed the gold piece, but I step on his hand again. I ask, "What happened across the street, dude?
And he goes, "The bitch got what she deserved."
Who? What's your name, man?"
He doesn't doesn't know her name. Why would he give a shit about a fucking halfling?
It lives across the street from her for like. You would know your neighbors, dude. Who did it? Who removed the shop?
You hear the guards coming now. He's like, the guards! No, I'm kidding. That's just the sirens behind me, driving past my window. He doesn't know her name. He's never gonna tell you the name, because he doesn't know.
Okay. All right. Okay, then the last question is who did it, and then I'm out of here.
The guards. Who the fuck do you think?
How did they do it?
He says, you must be new here. There's a shit ton of magic going around. Dumbass.
I reach down and pick up the coin that was underneath his hand and leave, so he doesn't get it. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're a dick.
I'm just being a dick in return. So I grab the coin. I remove my hand. I grab the coin, and he doesn't get the gold.
How dare you? I'm gonna add one gold piece. I'm gonna add to you.
To my 3,000, whatever. Fucking.
I mean, if there's somewhere
You're up
better
to
with
3080.
this, isn't particularly back street, but if there's somewhere better nearby, we can go. That would be good.
Yeah, we're going to take him down. There must be a garbage pit at the back here. We'll take him near that, where they throw the rubbish out at night.
All the running.
I mean, looking back here, I mean, there is.
There's the pit where the lady's house was.
But that's like right on the corner.
Yes,
It's like really obvious.
No, you said a pit.
Well, we're trying to hide. I mean, a pit
Yeah.
is.
We want a back street. It's not a back street. It's got fucking windows in it.
Back here is pretty empty. I mean,
Let's just find a dark alley somewhere where there's no alley. There must be somewhere dark and dingy. Yeah, there's a street. Fingers to see. That's it. Perfect dark.
All your tokens are gone. Ah, look at that.
Right, so we're in the backness.
Yeah,
we got in a dark
You don't
alley.
need a map for.
Yeah, we don't need a map for that. No.
Yeah, so the guy is there. He's unconscious. You dragged him.
Wake him up. Find out what the fuck is.
I'll do a. Oh, hang on. I didn't tick off that other spell. I guess I'll do a cure wounds or something to bring him around.
You can just slap him a couple times or throw.
Yeah, you just don't waste a spell on him. You just knocks him out with that last blow. You did.
All right.
Got that my ice. I'm still halfway done with my ice. On my snow cone. I can just.
All right. Yep.
It's a nice cold snow cones. Boop.
And he of course wakes up. He's like, "What?"
I'll make sure the wolf's still got him by the collar of his shirt.
All right. Did you guys take off the regalia off him or no?
I wanted to, I couldn't do it because I was still in the bar. I was just metagaming saying you should. That way, in case somebody does see you with them, they kind of turn a blind eye.
Well, hopefully no one's seen us with him. Take off his blue stuff.
I think we should keep it just in case, so we can pretend to be the blue people.
Yeah, we can take it off him.
Nobody saw you.
So yeah,
Take
we
it off
take
him.
it off.
And just
Okay. Like shove it in his face like his dog who pooped somewhere and be like, why'd you do it? Kidding. I should.
Now, that's where we're gonna take all those clothes off, make him pass out, and shit on him.
Leave him in the alley with poop on him.
The sign saying I'm bad at gambling or something.
All right. Let's slap him around the face. Hi.
What do you want?
Interesting choice of armor.
It's not mine, I swear.
Really?
Would you borrow it or something? I mean, dude, it's kind of stupid to wear this, dude.
I don't even know what it is. I found it.
where did you find?
He kind of pauses. He's hesitant to tell you guys where it is.
Wolf's gonna eat your balls, dude.
That doesn't sound good. Don't let him eat my balls.
You know what Paris is going
I will. I will.
Don't turn me into anything
I will.
unnatural.
I will make the whistle noise that makes the wolf growl while he's
The
holding
sexy
onto
whistle. Okay, so you make the sexy whistle, and the wolf goes.
Get the wolf and go.
No. the angry whistle, like he's got hold of the collar of his shirt.
The wolf growls and whatnot. Of course, I mean it's your
Right.
wolf. You tell him he's gonna growl.
Yep. Seems hungry to me. I mean, where'd you get the shirt? The jacket?
Regalia, panties. I don't.
They gave it to me.
That's a lot different from I found it, dude.
Oh, now he's more scared.
So you're lying as well. He's lying. He is definitely lying.
I have one of those little liar rocks, do we?
What's a liar rock?
Those things that like the person holds it and the stone truth or truth stones or whatever.
Oh, like that egg that senses a change in body temperature of up to 1 degree and it cracks if your body temperature rises.
Oh, this is like it's a D&D thing. Where it's like it's a little gem or something that goes red or green depending on if they're telling the truth or not.
Sadly, you don't have one. But as it stands, yeah, I guess you guys think he's lying, but he says they gave it to him.
Who gave it to him?
The guards.
The guards. I'm gonna. I mean, he was apparently an archer. Did he have a bow on him?
He did have a bow on him.
I'm gonna start looking over the bow. Does it look kind of like a hunter's bow, or a military bow, or a baby's first bow? What does it look like?
Baby's first bow.
Little Tyke's
Baby's
bow.
first bow.
Baby's first bow. Jesus Christ. It looks. I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't know if you know exactly what the bows the other guys were carrying look like, but it doesn't look exactly like. It's definitely above like something like say a woodsman bow, but it's not as fancy, obviously, as yours. And
So you think you're an archer, and you're wearing the armor of some people we don't like very much.
before you could say the thing about the armor, he puffs his chest and goes, "I am an archer." Then you say the rest of your sentence because he cut you off, of course. And then his chest is no longer puffed out, and he kind of shrinks down to a resigned status.
You're gonna do like that's not a bow. This is a bow, and you hold up this big magical bow.
So it's not a hunting bow. Who are you, and what you doing wearing this armor? And I'm thinking before my wolf gets hungry, you're gonna start to need to give us some answers.
The guards gave it to me.
The guards gave it to you.
What did they say after they gave it to you?
They want me to find where the blue people are, and I'm so close. I just oh no.
Did the gods
wet
tell you,
himself.
or did the sovereign tell you?
The guards.
All right.
And who did they tell you to meet?
Yeah, just basically tell us what you know. We're gonna take all your information.
He recites a tale of being poor and downtrodden, and then one day he witnesses the guards capturing a person wearing the same blue armor that he's wearing, the same, the cornflower blue tabard and whatnot, and they ended up killing the guy without getting any answers. So they say to this gentleman that they'll pay him handsomely if he uses that armor, since it roughly fits his body size anyways, to try and infiltrate. And out of the selection of weaponry that the person in the blue regalia had. The bow was what this gentleman was most comfortable with, so they gave him the bow, but they didn't give him any arrows because they didn't want a person
Huh.
with a weapon running around. So he was tasked, after being given 5 gold pieces, to try and find where the hideout is for these blue people. Unfortunately, this gentleman, being some kind of a degenerate, spent the majority of his money gambling and losing more than he had, hence why he was attacked in the bar.
Well, who you clearly were trying to meet someone. Who were you trying to meet?
Griff. I owed money to him, but I was hoping I could win back.
All right, so you had no idea about any of the things you were supposed to be doing.
BRB.
Yeah, I was thinking the same question. Like, dude, how much time did you actually spend? You know, like what Sophia said, doing what you're supposed to do. Did you do anything, or you just spend the money?
You didn't use your contacts here. You didn't have any idea who you might be wanting to talk to.
It's kind of hard. I don't really have any contacts. I just
Did you do anything? Like, did you like do any spying or anything at all related to this task?
I I tried, but every time I was around, some guard or another would ask me questions, and then they had to verify who I was with another guard, and it was a big bureaucratic hubbub, and it was a waste of time. And by the time it was over, I just wanted to get a drink. Oh my god, I'm sick.
So
Well,
you haven't done shit.
so talking of a waste of time, who would we talk to that would know about any of this?
I need a clue, dude. Like one man. Maybe I'll heal your leg or something, dude. Just
I
something.
mean, I,
Heal his leg. Oh, because the dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking he's probably worthless. I mean, do we just feed him to the wolf?
He's he's gonna downfall his own, you know.
I mean,
I
what
don't
do you
just leave him
what
alone.
do you think? And I'm going to ask it
Is
to
he
him.
listening to you say? Should we feed
Yeah,
him
yeah,
the
I'm
wolf?
saying
Okay.
that out loud. Yeah, I'm just like, and then I'll ask him, what do you think? I mean, you're not giving us anything here.
You're not very useful, are you, Mr.?
I did.
Why should we even keep you
inform-
alive? The wolf is hungry.
No. I was just
I've been
about to
meaning
tell you.
to feed him. It's been 3 days.
Oh Jesus! Please stop!
And he's had a taste,
I
and your
heard
blood seems pretty clear. My imp is actually feeling very good. Make my imp appear for a second,
Dwarf
and then
Bane
go
Tavern.
invisible again.
And then not
What
even
was
listening
that?
to him. He's trying to answer. I pull out
Dwarf
this
Bane
giant
Tavern.
scythe. This giant scythe. The scythe is hungry too.
What
dude.
tavern? Which tavern was that?
Dwarfbane?
Dwarf's
Bane
Bane.
Tavern.
And who's in the Dwarfbane Tavern that we want to talk to?
When Griff was when I owed Griff money, he said something about if I don't pay up, he's going to report me to my superior at the Dwarf Bane. But he thinks somewhere in the he doesn't know who I am really. So
So,
maybe
Ah. Do we want to kill him or do we want to leave him?
No, he's
I'm
pathetic.
asking in a loud voice so that
huh.
I'm gonna play good cop. I mean, it's like to me, he's pretty pathetic, dude. Did you ever see True Lies with Bill Paxton? He's like, I'm just pathetic, dude. I have a tiny dick, and you know all that
tiny
kind of
dick,
stuff.
I'm pissing my pants.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, the car dealer, the
I
one
have a
who's
small
trying to.
penis. It's pathetic. Yeah,
The only
yeah, the
part
car
of
dealer.
that movie I remember is when Jamie Curtis was trying to like dance
Oh, that's so
on the
funny.
bed pole and then fell over. Like that's all I remember.
That was
he's
one of the
he's
best scenes in
car
the movie. What are you talking about?
dealer.
I'm just saying it's the only thing I remember.
Anyway,
All right.
That's funny. Come on,
I
what's
just
up?
like
Let
it's
him
not.
go.
He's
It,
not
it
even
looks
worth
a
the
bit
steal.
sinewy. Go on, scram.
Now he's half naked, basically, just in his like under jerkin. Like he doesn't even have underpants.
That just sounds
It's
disturbing. What are you doing? I'm under jerking.
Just
Oh, God.
just as a thought, when we were in the
Oops.
tavern, wasn't the lead bandit guy? He wasn't called Griff, was he?
Oh, he definitely was called Griff. But it was called Bandit Captain. You didn't know his name was Griff.
Did
Yeah, so
Who's
they
your
thought
dad?
he was a blue guy because he's wearing blue, and basically the Dwarf Bane Tavern is where the blue guys hang out.
no. But why do I know the name? Why do I think that his name is Griff? Because I'm damn sure didn't hear.
Because in the conversation, wow, you guys' memories is terrible.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
the
he told him the
we just-
conversation.
Oh, I wasn't sat at the same table, so I'm just kind of working it back through my.
Oh, okay. So he came in,
So-
right, dude, and then he
So
was
the guy
talking
who was
to
pretending
them.
to be blue owed Griff, who was the bandit captain, money. He
Yeah,
couldn't pay up, so the
yes.
bandit captain was going to try and kill him.
But that's yeah. So Griff knows who the bandit captain. So Griff knows who this guy he's supposed to meet at the Dwarven Tavern is.
At the Dwarf Bane Tavern, Griff, for whatever reason, that moment is unknown because that's not information you have, mentioned that the superiors, the boss, the leader of the blue people here is at the Dwarf Bane Tavern.
Yeah, but he
Or
said
commander, I should say.
he
not
said
leader.
he didn't know who it was. He said Griff
Yes.
told him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't Griff in the tavern we were just in?
Yes.
Griff was in the tavern you're in.
So why don't we go and beat the shit out of Griff and find
Or
out?
that has a spell of peeing pants.
We don't
gone?
need to. We don't need to. We know now that the Dwarf Bane Tavern is where we got to go.
Yeah.
That's where the blue guys are.
But Griff knows who we have to talk to there.
Or maybe he knows, but we know that that's their headquarters. Yeah. This is himself.
All right.
Wolf food is wolf food. I'm saying this out loud. The wolf guy is food here for Wolfie is he's saying that Griff said that's where the blue headquarters. The hidden headquarters in the pub that is. It's like they're taking the piss, isn't it? Like the Dwarf Bane, and really it's a bunch of bad guys that are trying to conquer the world, conquer everything from that pub. Yeah. So the insurrection is happening in a place.
I just thought it might be useful to know if it's like the bartender or something like that.
So okay, well we can. I mean, it's not like it's far away. I mean, we could look in the bar and see.
No, what?
during
Why
our
aren't we going in and getting Griff and dragging his ass
I
over?
just said it's right there. We can just take a peek in to see if he's still there. I literally just said that.
Yeah, we could.
Let's
Yeah,
just look and see if he's
we're
there.
only in the back alley. So what we're gonna do with this guy? We're gonna kill him or what?
No, I'm leaving alone. I'm just gonna walk off. I'm just gonna go take a look at the front. I'm walking around to the front of the bar. I'm gonna peek in to see if they're still there or did they leave.
I'm gonna scare the shit out of him and say he's not allowed to say a word of this to anyone.
So
Yeah, I'm going to intimidate the little dinner to make sure he's scared to fuck.
His name is Wolfood.
Okay.
He's definitely intimidated.
Right. Do not mention anything we've said to anyone, and don't ever wear a blue robe again. Go and find someone safe. He's not. He's going to do as he's told now.
Yep. And when Paris goes and looks in the door, he sees dead bodies everywhere. Everyone that was in there is dead.
Including Griff?
Chopped up, including Griff. The bartender is standing there covered in blood with a bunch of coins in his hand. Piles of coins, not just the gold coins, the one that was flipped and thrown. And
I took a big pile of coins. Okay, so
two coins were thrown. Paris got one went on the counter, everyone for it. And the bartender covered in blood, not carrying a weapon or anything. The only person you don't see in the pub was the Vistani thug who was there originally. But everybody else is dead. Chopped up to pieces almost. Like when I say chopped up, I mean like it looked like in the combat action, arm was cut off, someone's head was cut off. Mr. Leg dropped his leg.
I walk in.
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? And I look at the bartender, and I walk straight up. I smack the coins out of his hands.
The bartender goes, "I was just rich. What are you doing?" He's still got blood all over his face, like he was splattered with blood left and right.
Are the coins clean?
Some
They were
of
put
them.
in after? Okay.
Oh, you get the impression he probably picked the pockets of all the dead people.
Oh, okay. Well, he could still have I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, dude, use your words, and you're gonna tell me exactly what the fuck just happened. And I'm like, ching, fucking my big old scythe. I'm like staring him, talk.
You're like, "I am the Grim Reaper. Look at my scythe."
No, I'm thinking I might do something. I don't know.
So you whip out the scythe. He's just got his hands full of coins, whatever hasn't been knocked out of his hands yet. And he goes, "The other guy killed them all. He killed them all. He did. He killed them all. Then he took off through this other door,
What other door?
the other side.
Like
You know,
straight
because
across.
obviously you guys were basically he went across the street.
Yeah, but
As
across
far
the
as
street.
market.
Can't go across the street. Across the street's a hole.
Doesn't necessarily mean he went literally across the street.
Okay.
Not like, "Oh, I went across the street to the hole." It's like, no, he just took off that way because you guys were on the other side of the building, in the alley and whatnot. So you didn't get to see him leave. He tells you how it was lightning fast and people didn't even get chances to scream before they were dead.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
He's never seen something so terrible in his life. A beautiful efficiency.
We're being followed.
You're a dick, dude. I put my scythe away and I'm walking around and I tell everybody, dude, they're all dead in there, man, except for the bartender. Zafira, what did you get to look at that dude in the corner over there?
Alrighty, I was trying to
Well,
stay
apparently that
composed.
dude in the corner, like lightning fast, just killed everybody and left and points and apparently he's in that building over there.
Which building? The pub.
I walk to the front of the pub and point. That's where the bartender said that dude went.
Right, I think we can leave him alone. We're not going after him, are we? He just slaughtered everyone in the pub in 3 seconds. Yeah. Let's not go after him. Let's go to the Dwarven Bane place.
But we need to be mindful. Maybe there's more people that behind the shadows that we have to think about.
Yeah. We don't go looking for him. Yeah, we're not tough enough to go looking for him.
I mean, you might be.
We might be, but let's go to the Dwarven.
Do you think we're being followed? Because something
Maybe,
still
man.
doesn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, Charge be followed when he was there before we were. And it's not really being followed per se, but doesn't mean.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
not
was.
like
So, yeah, so the guy that was sat down and didn't get involved in the fight killed everyone, did he?
Yeah, he just sat back and
And
Slaughtered the whole room. Yeah, so I don't think he's following us, but we should just let him be. I think.
Well, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking.
Why didn't he come kill us?
No, that's not what I was thinking. What
That's
I
what
was
I'm
thinking.
thinking.
What I'm thinking is there seems to be a pattern here. Like anyone who comes into contact with these guys, they're just erasing, like it doesn't exist.
But then they're putting it on someone else.
Yeah, but based
So-
on, I mean, like you saw, say, just going back to the flower girl, like she just talked to them. Like any mention of their existence, they're just erasing.
Ooh, I didn't ask that question to Wolf Food.
And they're
Was
just,
he the one that talked to the flower girl?
but
I don't think that
But
kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
but yeah, I mean, if they just had someone here because it is right next to it, saw what we were doing, and then just went, "Oh no, all this information's come out." and then just killed it. I don't know.
I mean, other than the bartender, we didn't really talk about anything except what happened across the street, and then the bandits weren't involved with that unless they overheard something.
I don't know. There's some piece of this puzzle we're missing. That's all I'm saying. Let's head over to this dwarven place then.
The place where if you look out the window, you can see a tree.
Yeah. Before we leave, I do want to sneak back to the alley to Wolf Food and ask him.
He's shit himself and gone by now, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he's
on 6 seconds. Yeah. Oh damn it. Well, I guess we'll never know.
I got a 30 on my intimidation roll, dude.
Just leaving a
It was
trail
up.
of fecal matter.
Yeah, there's a big turd trail behind him. Yeah.
You're like Galadriel.
Follow the poop trail.
Listen to the Dark Lord, you would have a Dark Queen. No, everyone's like, fuck, I'm out. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll find that next piece at the Doer's Bane.
Man, maybe. I don't know. You might not. You might not.
Let's head over there then, I guess.
So let me see. Sorry, give me a second. I gotta find the link. I should have just put the fucking pin on the map. That would have been easy.
Can you burn down that building on the thing so we could see it? Or we should go draw it properly so it looks like it's been burnt down? Yeah, contact the author of the map and I'll edit it so it's...
Oh, you want me to burn that? Oh, that's easy.
I don't really.
Let's see, draw mode.
There it is. Black spot. Which is the building that the douche super ninja went into. Why'd you put a dick on it?
He's making a flower shop. Well, the link is shareable right next to where the gambling place is that you went to. It's right next to it, across the street, the corner.
All right.
But now the link to the other one, as you the flower shop. You silly Billy. I like drawing mode. It's nice. It's nice. Yes. So, anyways, where was I? Where were you all?
In the pub, we're going towards the Door's Bane.
You're going towards
Yep.
the other one. All right.
Where is the other one?
The other one is up north.
North?
I'll draw a little
Sheffield?
arrow. No, Brighton. I think that's north. Brighton. I don't know.
No, Brighton south, dude.
I don't. How the fuck do I know?
Well, I just told you it's north from somewhere to the south of it.
While we're wondering, if we're wandering across the city,
Yeah.
I'm going to surreptitiously check, and I know it's not my natural habitat. See if I think we're being followed.
Throw a perception check. Anyone who wants to check.
Well, I want to look around for actually. While we're walking along, do I see? Oh, nice. I don't like it.
Character's a genius.
Yeah, I'm.
American's having good rolls today, ain't he? Shit.
I want to. That's a good roll too.
Good roll too. Yeah.
My perception is going to be: are there more buildings that are now craters?
As you trounce around, yes.
Okay.
That's a definite.
Like a lot, a little. More than
If you're going around the town, seeing as how it's a circle and you're going counterclockwise, I would assume, because that's a shorter distance. You probably see about 11 or 12 buildings that are
more on the other side, more in the alleys, going along
Yeah.
like this area.
Yeah, you see a bunch. But you're headed to the north in the 12:30 position roughly. You end up in the Dwarfbane Tavern. You
Oh,
see they
what's
have
Hang on.
what's
actually-
that?
they actually
That
have
looks
a
like a
bunch.
bunch of crap.
Did we think we were being followed?
Yes,
We are. All right.
you definitely suspect you're being followed. You did see, if they are following you, they're very good at it. Probably wouldn't have been discovered had you rolled a 20 or less. But since two people exceeded a 20, you definitely discovered. They even had like rotating tails on you, so they weren't like the same one person was following you the whole time. You noticed that it was
The professional CIA style.
Yeah, like hardcore, high tier, top tier following.
Jack Ryan's
Oh.
following us. So is
Any
that barman
blue-
over there the same guy who slaughtered everyone?
No.
Looks like him with the goatee.
Oh,
Is it-
yeah, it does.
I was gonna say you just walk into every pub and the barman's the same in
The
every
barman's
one.
like, no,
He's the guy who murdered everyone, yeah.
I was just, that's funny. So anyway, so you walk into this very large establishment. Probably fucked up on the scale of the grid, but who cares? So you enter the establishment, see the tables are relatively packed with like octuplets, and you see off in the corner there are a couple of soldiers in the corner.
And a Kreshkov. Kreshnikov? Kreshnikov.
Kreskov. She's sitting by herself eating. It looks like somebody left because there's 2 plates of food there. Some commodores. You see a priest, a Barovian commodore. He must be from up north. Those guys.
Rovian.
Yeah.
Fuck.
From Strahd.
Looks like a fucking vampire.
They're from Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Barovian commoner. What is he doing here? He escapes. God let him out for a few months.
I told you I wanted different commoners, and I was like, I got to work on this, but this will have to do. And then you have
Didn't Smartworks give out a load of free assets?
They
tokens?
did, but they didn't have like stat blocks and stuff. So I just threw I was just like, well, this says commoner, so it's low stats. Let me just use this one. Yeah,
Talking about the tokens, not.
Oh, I'm sure they did. I just used the one that was there. The Barovian commoner with the optimistic smile and the erudite frown. I love it.
Fuck. And a hairy top, hair lip.
Oh, Jesus.
You should just stick some more words in it. Just open the extension, edit it, and hack the shit out of it, you know. Smells of neck.
I never knew you could do that.
Yes, they're just
I
zip
would
files.
probably
Extensions are just zip files. You unzip
How
it.
do you have one smelly arm?
The smelly white arm. Well, because the other one's not smelly, because when he's driving his tractor, it's usually hanging out the window.
Just got like a driver's tan.
Well, luckily there's only one person with cornflower blue regalia subdued.
Styled jawline beard.
Nice.
Oh, cornflower blue regalia subdued. There's a
Where's
couple
that?
of over look down here.
Bottom right corner. Where'd that
Mm.
arrow? That's
Did
65
we-
fucking feet away. I definitely fucked up the scale.
Did we
There's a
put
big pub.
the regalia in our party sheet?
We
It's
did,
not an
yes.
item that has an actual thing.
We've got
But
it. Yeah,
you've got it.
it's a bit bloodied where the wolf took a chunk out of him.
Oh, we have it laundered somewhere.
And it's just like padded leather. It's not like a big heavy metal.
Does
that
it
you
look
carry.
real? Never asked that. Does it look? No, it doesn't look like it's fake or.
No, it's definitely real. I mean, they killed a guy and took it off of him. So.
I mean, doesn't mean that person was, maybe
No, you are
another
fully
group of
aware.
soldiers gave it to that one, and they're like, they keep capturing people and passing it along.
Impy's just doing the whole ghost shit, opening doors up and flying around. The doors are opening.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is 19 people. The whole blue thing is just made up, and the guards are just trying to like root out imaginary armies.
You know, that's how you create power and create a police state, is by
You do remember what happened
being
in
a
the village,
reason.
right?
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean this has anything to do with it. Sometimes they'll take something and create a false enemy to create a police state.
The Githyanki warriors, not quite a Githyanki.
I mean, knowing that we're being followed, I suspect we're being followed by the powers that be. If I had to guess.
Yeah, we did call him I did call him a cocksucker. So yeah.
And an asshole and a dick.
What? That's not a Githyanki warrior. I mean, that's literally the Wizards of the
No,
Coast.
it's Githyanki in it, the actual proper name. They changed it, didn't they? I mean, when it first came
Oh.
out in Fiend Folio, they were Githyanki, I think. Or maybe it was
I
Githyanki.
don't know. I just used the one that was in the Dungeon Master guide.
Yeah.
It was like
Anyway,
I was like,
They're
this
good.
is-
They used to be really good. I don't know what they like now.
I have no fucking clue. If I'm being honest. He's only CR3, not that bad. Well, CR3.
Yeah, they used to be really dangerous.
Innate spell casting, psionics,
Yeah.
multi attack. Nice.
When they first got introduced, they were basically the slaves of the mind flayers that overthrew the mind flayers, and they were more powerful than mind flayers. And they used to have a sword that if you nicked it off them, they would travel. Everyone would get it off you. Old Githyanki sword. They have hundreds of.
Ouch. Well, this one is named.
Then they got
Lane.
nerfed and turned into 5e.
Sorry, this is Lizelle, so that's this one's name. I'm kidding. I fucking hate that
Bob.
character. Bob Bob.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
out of the
she walked
game you're
in-
talking about. Why'd you hate her for?
Yeah,
She's
I'm-
quite interesting.
I think she's annoying. My main character is barbarian anyways, so I'm running around chopping things up better than she can, so it's a waste. But yeah, so you walk into the bar, you stand forward. Impy does this little recon trickery, and you know there's a lot of people here as well, mostly commoners. It seems like a much more upscale place compared to the other fancy porthole windows cut into massive oak lumbering that this is made out of. In another world, this might have been a beautiful place and a beautiful grove, but here it is in the city.
Got mouldy carpet,
Well,
green
it's
fungus
stained.
growing on it.
It's stained. It's many, many centuries old. It's one of the first establishments built in this city. It even has a veranda for people to sit on.
Right, so we pick a table.
No, it's up to you.
I'm gonna put up a chair here. I'll put up a chair here. I'm gonna grab a chair from the other table and there for everyone else.
All right, so
Me
everybody's
too.
sit on
Wolfie
the
can
side.
come.
Come on, Wolfie. Come on, everybody, sit. Have a seat.
Wolfie can sit under the table.
Don't eat people food, man.
Paris is like, what? Paris puts his back to the barkeep. Who is
Yeah, I don't
the
like
barkeep?
that at all.
You did that, not me.
Or technically, I maybe I did the Riker and I'm sitting there straddling a chair. Facing.
That's creepy.
That's the way Paris sits. He's gonna do the Riker maneuver each time. Step over the back of the chair.
The Riker maneuver is the one out of Next Gen where he blows up the.
Oh no, the real Riker maneuver is stepping over the chair.
That's a
backwards.
rubbish
Like,
maneuver.
Oh, Jesus. You fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos.
Not my fault you've not
Alas.
watched Star Trek.
I barely watched Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not your fault you can't watch stuff that's rubbish. Dead.
I don't remember anything about Walking Dead
Yeah.
either.
But I'd rather sit here facing the door.
Okay, so you're facing the
Anything
door.
else?
Well, between the angles we've got, you've got a door covered. Impy's got a door covered and like 180-degree arc, and behind him, Zelfira's got the bottom. I've got the top, and yeah, we're all covered.
For now, until somebody shows up. I mean, damn. All right, so you guys are sitting down, chilling, eating. People are moving about. Bartender is passing food off to. Was this your line of sight? Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to breathe fire on people.
So if you're
I was going to say, what have I done?
And that's just my line of sight. It's going like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, got it covered.
it moves back and forth slowly, and then all of a sudden we see somebody and makes that.
Me, me,
solid-
me,
that
me, me,
solid
me, me, me,
step.
me, 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 me.
I'm going for the solid steak sound. Bling!
Yep. We can't have one person without a Metal Gear Solid reference. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so you guys
I'm trying to remember any other Metal Gear Solid references we've had.
I don't remember.
Rainbow
I think
Six.
I mentioned the cardboard box a couple times.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys are sitting down, and the barkeep is real close, and
Yeah, we're gonna order drinks.
you know, nice cordial things. So you guys
Have a bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine. He says, "Not a problem," and he yells to the back, "Meredith!" Meredith comes out. This homely-looking woman, rather tall. Looks like she might be a half elf or just.
Didn't you call this a seedy place though?
Yes, I did.
It's way nicer.
It's way nicer. The other place was extremely seedy. This is only mildly seedy. And I think this is more seedy because it's a little dingy. But there are some.
I'm new.
people here.
Look around the room, see if there's any familiar faces from the last time.
From the last tavern, there are no familiar faces. I mean, your buddies and all, but
They're dead.
Yeah,
The other ones are dead.
I'm just more worried about the murder hobo that was hiding there.
Oh no, you don't see that person. Although apparently the barkeep looks suspiciously like him, but
Only his token.
yeah. Maybe I should just get a new.
No, it doesn't matter. We don't care.
It's just funny. Let's see.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. I wanted to walk in and go, oh, that's the guy we're looking for. Right, okay.
Let's go kill him, man! Kill him.
In about 10 minutes, that's going to be the killer, and that's going to kill us. I was just kidding.
There, he changed. I don't know why it looks like he has a watermark on that. But that's from.
It looks like he's dripping goo, and that's
weird.
not a good bartender.
No, he looks. What the fuck is he?
It's from the Xanathar Guide to Everything.
Hey.
Don't drip goo into my cup.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, it's Xanathar portraits. It's that's a barbarian from Xanathar.
A barbarian.
Exactly.
There you go. Done.
Yeah.
Sorted.
He's a barbarian. Kind of like a library.
Yeah, but for bars.
For bars. He knows all you need to know about trade. He's got you this nice 84 chateau over here. All right, so Meredith comes over, this homely-looking barmaid, and in somewhat scandalous dress, but doesn't particularly fit her all that well. It's a bit baggy, if I must say so myself. She drops the wine in there and asks if she can get you anything else.
A bone for the dog? You have any bone? You know, like
I was gonna say like a roast chicken or something.
And she goes, "Ooh, roast chicken. That's one of our specialties."
Yeah, in a bowl for the dog.
In a bowl for the dog? Sure thing.
without the bones.
Oh, wait, what?
But the dogs don't like chicken bones, man. They can choke.
They love chicken bones, but yeah.
Yeah, well, technically it's not a dog. I was just humoring.
Yeah. So she goes to the back, and the barkeep, after she goes away, kind of says to you all, just loud enough for you to hear, nothing too loud, not barking or anything. What brings you to this fine establishment? Been here longer than anything else, if I can say so myself. Oldest tavern in the city.
Well, we kind of heard it was the place to stay. I mean, we're not from this area. Just tourists, really, I guess.
Oh, tourists, huh? Where are you from, might I ask?
Way to the west.
Kind of to the south.
West, south, so you're all from all over the world. He leans a little closer. He says, I'd love to hear about that sometime.
Yeah, well, same stories, different place.
Same stories, different place. Reminds me of my childhood in some weird way. I don't know why. And at that, after a few moments, he kind of quiets up, goes back to washing dishes, and shortly after that, Meredith comes out with a nice big roast turkey on a big old plate and has
And
another empty bowl.
I will point at the floor next to the wall.
Says, the bowl?
Actually, well, yeah, I'll rip a leg off and then I'll eat that.
Oh,
I'll take the
miraculous.
other one.
Harris takes the other one. All right. I thought you don't eat human food.
I don't think I've ever eaten food. I don't remember eating food.
I just.
That's why he's so skinny. Paris is so skinny because he's never eaten food.
Don't eat food. I just absorb vitamin D. No, wait, I'm pale. Never mind.
Okay. Oxygen nourishes you. Superman.
So,
Maybe you like
Yep,
Tizelia. Yeah.
do we
Anyway,
do we stay here for a couple of days and just watch what happens?
we could do. Have they got rooms here?
We certainly do have rooms upstairs. The barkeep responds.
Excellent.
As if he's
Can we
over
have like
hearing your conversation.
we got 3 rooms or have we got to share? We have 3 rooms all together.
Oh, so you each want an individual room?
Well, I mean, if you've got a big room where we could all sleep together, that's fine. As
Oh,
long as it's got 3 separate beds.
we've been expanding this place since this point several hundred years ago, long before I came around. But there are plenty of rooms. Let me check the register, see how many people we have here today. He pulls out a big ass book. This is ancient tome. Reminds you of some kind of spell book, but it's 7 times thicker than your average spell book. And he whips it open and flips
While
flutters through.
while he's chatting, I'm gonna look around to see if anyone's watching us. Like, I'm gonna be, surreptitiously looking over to pat the wolf or whatever. Any excuse to look around to not make it look like I'm looking around, basically.
Throw a perception check.
Oh, boo.
It
It was almost a 13.
was so close to being a 13, but it wasn't. Instead, it went 3 the other way. You ended up with a 7. As you look around quickly, in the angles that you can see, in the way you move your head, you cannot notice anyone really looking at you.
Okay.
After a brief moment, after fluttering through a bunch of pages, in this, what looks to be, you would imagine it's like 2,500 something pages, is this massive, thick book. He lands on a back page and goes, here we are. Let's see. We have plenty of rooms available. Did you need 3 rooms or 1 room with 3 beds? Or do you need 4 beds for that nice beast
What do we need?
man there?
What do we want? Do we want separate rooms or
Doesn't matter to me.
I think we should?
It's fine. I'll go ahead and I'll sign for it, and I walk up here because I also want to look. I want to look at the page to see if I can.
We got a
quickly
partition.
memorize.
Delphira can have some privacy. Paris is a bit.
I was just going to warn you that Wolfie snores. That's all.
I just want to get a look at the book to see if I can see any. I can get like a quick glance of any names in the book.
I don't even know if I should bother you, but the way you guys have been rolling the Maybe I should.
Well, Zephyr just rolled a 5, so
Exactly. That's why I'm wondering because like normally I'd say it's probably easy enough to check.
Hey, I rolled 19 before that.
Well,
I'm trying to distract him.
yeah. So you look and get a glance at the page, and as far as you can tell, it looks like there's no one been registered in this hotel for probably a few months at this point.
Okay, so it's
Because
not like,
at quick glance, the last date written in that ledger was from months ago.
but it could be people in blue have been here for months.
That's entirely possible. I mean, anything.
All
could
right,
at
so
this
mental
point.
note: no one new has been in here for months.
No one's
Okay,
name
so
has been written down.
sign in and put the date in.
Oh wait, no, you have the point. No one's been written down. Nobody official. All right.
Kind of secretive, is it not?
Oh, does he
Dun,
write?
dun.
Does he? Who's writing in the book? Is the landlord writing in the book?
The barkeep, and right now he's scribbling stuff in there, and he wants to know your names, what you want to put it under.
Yeah, my name's Corncracker.
White Cracker, and what about you, sir, with the weird teeth? What's your name?
Smiley.
Hell yeah.
Grinning shithead. And the next? What's the name of that fine canine?
Oh, Wolfie.
I thought you were gonna say doggy instead of wolf.
Kitty Cat. And what about you, ma'am?
Kitty Cat, that's not his
Yes.
name. His name's Wolfie.
Someone of your age must have an esteemed name.
Zelfira.
Led Zeppelin, that's interesting. I've never heard of that before. You must come from a unique background.
Dude,
Fine
I
area.
think your head goo is leaking into your ears, but that's cool.
No, I'm just. I don't care. This is the city. I do not care that I give my real name.
We got Led Zeppelin, Kitty Cat, White Cracker.
All right. So I guess I'll
Kitty
put
Grin.
I guess I'll put down the deposit or whatever.
Yeah, he looks at you after writing these names down. He puts the date down there and he says, that'll be 6 silver pence, pieces, parts, pipes, and pickles.
6 Peter Piper
all right,
pizza potters pickled
here's
peppers.
here's 6 pickles.
Sir, it looks like you only gave me 5.
Lay them out on
His
the
hand.
counter.
He opens his hands and you look, and there's clearly only 5 in there.
Put them down on the counter. Let me see real quick, just
He puts
so I
them
can get
down
a
on the
nice.
counter.
I slide one over. I'm fine, and I clearly count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope, you counted 5.
There's literally 6 in front of me. I'm counting and pointing my finger at each one.
There's literally 5.
Put out another one.
This time I'm setting it in front of me, like not like literally on the counter, and there's
I'm
5 in front of him. So you had 5, right? Here's one more. That's 6.
I am gonna change what I'm looking for while this lot's going on.
Okay.
Just glancing around. I'm not gonna see if anyone's looking at us. I'm gonna see if everyone is looking at us.
You want to see if everyone is looking at you. So roll.
Yeah, like if everyone is watching us.
roll a roll.
Well, better.
Not by much. When you look up and look around, you notice no one is watching you. Not even the barkeep.
Huh.
Hasn't
Barkeep's
made eye
kind of
contact.
preoccupied.
Well, as far as you can tell, he hasn't even made eye contact. Looks in general directions, but not at.
Is anyone like can my imp notice going on? They can't see him.
In what way? What do you mean?
Like, is he noticing anyone looking that because they could be avoiding looking at us. They can see us looking, but they can't.
Oh, like they're looking when you're not.
Yeah, exactly. They're like
no.
But no one.
He could even go like around the tables and even eavesdrop, couldn't he?
He
Good.
totally could. I'm just saying, at this point, you don't. I don't think you've noticed if anybody ever has looked at you. It's almost as if they're
Well,
making deliberate
let's
actions not
let's
to.
get a room. We can stay here for a day or two, and then figure out what's going on.
I just seen a new
Yeah.
thing. From finally, when you cast a spell for range of time,
Yep.
feet of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that.
Now you do. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is it looks as if people are going out of their way not to look at you.
Okay. Trying to make it so they don't think they just think, got a useless, not interested.
And
It's kind of conspicuousness.
uh,
I'm gonna let a massive fart rip.
He farted.
and I will say quietly, probably muffled by the farting noise. I think if we sleep, we should keep. Somebody should keep watch.
Fine, be that way.
Yeah. Okay. So we might as well go head for the hills then. Go to sleep. What time is it?
At this point, the time it took you to walk across the city and inspect.
Well, I
and
thought. Hang on.
murder.
Wait. I thought we were staying here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well,
Staying at the inn is what I'm saying. Are we just trying to give us a time scale?
Yeah,
How
we
long it
walked
took us to
across
get-
the city.
Oh,
It was 4 o'clock at the flower shop.
Yep.
Now it's like
So-
8.
7:30, 8
Yeah.
o'clock.
Oh, it's not
probably, yeah.
bedtime yet then. Well, let's
No,
have some
yeah.
dinner and a few drinks then, I suppose, isn't it? Just not too many. Got a bottle of wine, just drink it slowly.
Leg and a bottle of wine.
Man, you didn't even go talk with the cornflower blue people. Why did I put them there?
I haven't started yet. Well, we got the rooms. Doesn't mean we have to
Yep.
go now.
That is true.
Satisfied, I paid. I go away.
But Impy's going to go and have a listen to Cornflower Blue. See if there's any conversation going on over there.
Impy wants to go over there and look. That's fine with me.
Go sniffing around.
Lucky for you, his invisibleness. And technically, he's not invisible because he doesn't have this the effect on him. No, I'm kidding. Actually, could I put the effect on him invisible?
Well, he's invisible as he goes into combat. Yeah.
Or is it like that guy from Mystery Man? He's only invisible when no one's looking.
It's like Dax from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Moves so slowly no one can...
Oh dear. So 3 days later, he finally approaches the table, and there's a whole new group of people there now. Impy is listening, catching bits and pieces, some in common, but some in languages that he doesn't understand. The stuff that he could pick out.
I'm gonna put my head down like I'm a little bit drunk and close my eyes and get into telepathic communication with him. So I can see and hear through his ears. But I'm going to put my head down because once I'm like this, I can't
You don't
actually.
want to be interrupted.
I'm unaware of my surroundings. So
You can see through his ears?
yeah, I can see through his ears and hear through his eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's taken LSD.
You can pick up some of the words that will be stated. It appears that there's been 3 languages spoken. Some in common, the bits that Impy can understand, which are generally just a lot of the base words. Nothing that's like, if it's a verb or a noun, basically it's in another language. The verbs you can't understand, but the nouns you translate from Dwarvish. And you hear
Okay.
things such as commander, Basil. I don't know how that would translate into Dwarvish.
Basil 40.
And sewers and other words.
That's what these two at this table are talking about.
Yeah.
Cornflower Blue and the remorseless potato head.
Yep.
what? Hang on. They're talking in Dwarvish.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Karakir can
another
understand
language you
Dwarvish. Some of the words he's saying are.
Common Dwarvish and a language y'all don't know. Well, Karakir. So
What are-
not infirm.
What do they look like though?
Humans.
So, would a city full of dwarvish paranoia know what dwarvish sounds like?
It's not a city of dwarvish paranoia. It's dwarvish xenophobia,
Okay.
basically. So they would want nothing to do with the language.
So
And
would they
it's banned from
recognize?
no, it's banned from schooling and everything. It's like there's no.
So no one would know that these people are speaking dwarvish. They'd be like,
They're over in
It
this
would just be like
secluded part of the
gibberish.
bar.
Yeah, it's basically gibberish to somebody who hears
I'm
it.
assuming maybe somebody's going to walk over there, stoke the fire, or take a shit or something. I don't know. Never know.
Gonna take a shit on the fire.
Yeah,
The only thing that's nearby is a gith. I don't know if they can big dwarven, but they're about 20 or 30 feet away, aren't they? Yeah, they're like 30 or 40 feet away.
Yeah, pretty big distance. I don't even know what language they could speak, to be honest.
Probably
They
infernal.
can speak Gith. They can speak Gith, not even common.
they wouldn't even know what, like, other than like two languages, the city wouldn't have any idea what the fuck they're speaking.
Pretty much.
Yeah, luckily I speak a bit. So once I've done that, I'll go back to being conscious again. And so we should head up to our room and see what what the accommodation.
All right.
Cool.
I'm back
Are you
to-
gonna hold off on telling us what they said until we get up there?
Yeah, exactly.
being sneaky. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have a map for the rooms because
That's right. We'll just imagine they're really luxurious rooms with luxurious beds and
it's
baths and slave girls and.
no baths, no slave girls. Meredith does show you to your room, however.
Oh,
Meredith, yes.
Oh,
the
Meredith.
homely-looking thing who wears baggy clothes.
Yep.
She shows you to your room, and she walks in first, and then points around and shows you there's 4 beds and a little basket with a pad in it, like a little small cushiony pillow. And she says, "That'll be for your 5th." And then she turns to leave.
Thanks, Meredith.
No problem, Mr. Zeppelin.
There is
Yeah,
Just mixes it up, just doesn't even
other
care.
cornflour. No, cornbread, crack corn. What was it?
So she leaves us. How many?
Give me
rooms
crack corn.
Well, you're white. You were called White Cracker, and she called you Mr. Zeppelin.
They're from Carcaran.
It's almost like they can't help but mess up everything they say. Hell, you guys ordered a chicken and got a turkey. You didn't even catch that, motherfucker.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you shouldn't be leading up too many
I
clues
didn't want to say
give us the
anything because
fact
we
they're
basically like quadrupled our food, the same price. So I didn't care. But it is weird.
Oh, does
maybe-
Impy hear? Can Impy hear the same kind of conversation going on all around the room? Is everyone talking in Dwarven and mishmash?
There's a lot of gibberish, not particularly Dwarven.
Like straight gibberish, like freaking Sim style gibberish.
No. Like, all right. So imagine you walked into a country where you don't know the language, but you
Okay.
hear noises that people make, so you know how it roughly sounds, but you just try to make up words that sound like that.
You mean like from Kazakhstan?
I guess I was being
Less
like
English and more Kazakhstan. Something like that.
But
Yeah.
that's the
Close
thing. I was
around
gonna be
there,
like,
but
if it's straight 100% just nonsensical,
yeah, a lot of
then
nonsense.
then I would be like, this is 100% a front. Like they're just NPCs, like, straight up.
I mean, technically they're all NPCs.
Oh yes, I get that. Even an NPC in that world, like they're there as show. Even
Can can Karakir like repeat out what the imp's hearing? See if any of us know what the language is, or is it absolute gibberish?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Giant.
It's definitely it's common language stuff, but it's
'Cause I
gibberish.
have Common, Elvish,
Yeah,
Halfling.
No, but
it's
it's
common, but
common
it's gibberish.
gibberish.
It's like as if they heard whatever these people are, they heard common spoken and just like repeated sounds to make it sound like common.
It's like, yeah, it's.
They're saying
basically when-
teapot, cup of tea, flare. Well, yes, 7-5. I'd like a phone with my teapot.
Something like that.
Okay, so do we figure out if any of the other rooms are taken?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I want to basically. Paris now says what he saw. Says, man, dude, there's like I look at that directory. No one signed that thing for like months, man. It's like us. They didn't act like there was like rooms free. They were like, oh, let me go ahead and take a look. It's like you should know that you haven't had people in months, man. And so there's weird. And character says right, they're just a bunch of like automatons almost, just kind of like sitting there and yapping.
There was a few people in here that are different. You got the priest, and you got that Anna Kreshkov. The rest of them are commoners.
Were they doing gibberish?
Was Anna Kreshkov? Well, Anna Kreshkov's on her own.
Yeah, she wasn't talking at all.
What was she doing? Like reading or?
Looks like she's having dinner.
Looking
She
at me.
like-
If I zoom in on a token, she's looking straight at me.
Or was she like,
it's just a token.
or like basically performing the same like cutting steak, insert mouth over and over again, or
No, she's just eating.
just the
Hello, Bane.
commoners were like automatons?
The commoners were definitely autonomous. That's not really what they are.
Yeah,
It's
Bane just said that Anna can't be special just because she doesn't have the same token as almost all the rest.
Automaton was the best word I could think of.
I can't think of what. Without saying what I think they are, like what I would call them, I don't want to spoil.
No, you don't. It doesn't. You can't say that anyway. So we just, yeah.
I just discovered that if you hold down the control key and click and move, it changes and resizes the window. I had no idea. I love it.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Mouse over the window and control means you can resize.
I had no idea. I just discovered how to use the app. And I love
Well, there
it.
you go.
So we could check the other rooms. I mean,
Control click on the little gold thing that lets you zoom in and out as well. Super fast.
Ooh,
all right,
nice.
check the rooms.
So you travel around through the upstairs and
Well, we listen. We don't need to
How-
check rooms.
how
MP
sneaky-
can check rooms.
yeah, Impy can check rooms. Because Impy's invisible.
Yeah.
Impy goes through like 4 or 5 rooms that are currently on the floor you're on, and every room is empty.
Dusty empty or just
Just empty.
Someone's
Like
cleaning them.
it looks like it's been cleaned. Like it's not
Bangers
been
and mash.
collecting
Oh.
dust for ages. It's not a
oh.
Why do I get the feeling there's some kind of cellar beneath this place that's got everything in it?
Did say, well,
The rest of it's probably an illusion.
Yeah, it could be an illusion. I mean,
So-
I think the barkeep and the bar whatever her name is, landlady and landlord, are under some kind of confusion spell going on. But the rest of them are either maybe there's a handful of people that are
and a
present, but a lot of them are just
I mean, they could be on like
illusions
there's
or
something between
under
there's something
confusion
between
spell.
major illusion and minor illusion. There's one in the middle. Just illusion.
Well, regardless, I think we're up in the rafters. I reckon it's down below.
I technically believe it goes prestidigitation illusion.
No,
maybe.
don't tell us it's
Oh,
a prestidigitation
illusion.
illusion. Just leave that alone, and we'll figure it out. So, but the one part of the conversation that I overheard, sewers, commander in the sewer. So
Here's an idea. Can Wolfie, like, if I go down, just get a drink or something. If Wolfie kind of wanders around a bit, can he smell? Because he's got like bonus smell and hearing. Can he smell these commoners
What's he trying to smell for?
that they're there?
But they have a smell.
If they
They
have a
not have
smell,
a
he can
smell.
probably smell it.
Yeah.
Hang on,
exactly.
Anna's vanished.
Yeah, Anna went home.
That's what I'm checking for.
The Githyanki went home too.
Like
The Gith.
if they're actually there, essentially, like they look like they're there, they sound like they're there vaguely, but do they smell like they're there?
Yeah, a dog would pick up that, definitely.
Yeah, well, you send him out to do it. Let the dog do his keen sense.
This dog
perception
walking
thing.
around the bar.
How do I
Stranger
do
thing.
that?
Maybe looking for table scraps. I don't know.
It would be advantage on wisdom perception checks. So you just do your wisdom check, and his perception is +6.
Yeah, but it has
So-
it has yeah. I was gonna say it has
So, so
passive.
do this. Click the button. This is ADV on the bottom left corner.
Mhm.
Then just click the wisdom thing, so it'll do the check. Like I just made it make a die. And then we add 6.
Yeah, but it counts smell perception as having
Yeah,
16.
yeah. The wolf has an advantage on wisdom checks that rely
Yeah.
on hearing or smell. So that's why you click the ADV button. So it'll roll twice.
Yeah, but it also counts as if its wisdom was 16.
Where does it say that?
Passive perception 16.
Oh, that says passive perception +6, doesn't it?
Passive perception 16. The wolf has
all right. So yeah. Okay. Well then.
and
Well, the passive perception means you're just when you're just walking around doing stuff.
yeah.
Like that's not.
But actively checking is different. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're actually checking, you gotta
Alright.
roll, and there's a different scale on the difficulty based on that. Sorry.
Okay.
And you could just double click perception. I didn't even notice that. I'm an idiot. Look, I just double clicked it.
Can I?
Yeah, where it says perception,
Oh,
it
yeah.
highlights blue. As long as you do advantage, you get a double dice roll.
Alright.
I would think I would read these.
The dog got.
Oh,
Has the
sorry.
wolf got a skill of perception? Has it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and it has various things with smell and hearing and all that kind of shit.
And my rolls were way better. Ha ha ha. Well, one of them. Oh look, Impy stealthily moves around.
An empty smell?
Wolf. Well, he's doing a stealth check.
He hasn't got
I
hasn't
mean,
got
Impy
any.
can,
Yeah, he's
could
got.
go up and just like poke one of the illusions in the back. It'd be like, boop.
The wolf notices that everything that has the word commoner in it, including the Barovian ones, smell exactly the same.
Like they're the same thing.
But they smell. It's
They
not
have
like
a
they have
scent.
no smell. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like they're ghosts. They're apparitions.
But they smell like they're the same person.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what about the okay, well the soldiers probably smell different then. Alright. I'm not going to try and arouse too much suspicion. I would suggest maybe the imp.
Well, Impy can sneak around, turn into a spider, and sneak.
I was going to say, see
He can
when the
shape change. He can turn into a rat,
Uh,
bird.
I was going to say
Yep.
the soldiers rather than the other ones. See if they're talking shit or they're doing anything different.
A rat would be interesting because a rat would be something the bartender probably wants to get rid of. If he
He'd be
doesn't
invisible
react.
rat as well, though.
Yeah, but you think about it, if the rat was visible, then it'd be
Actually-
something you wouldn't want in a restaurant. You might, if he doesn't
If-
react, then
If it's
it's like,
invisible, then who cares what he looks like?
well, I want them to see the rat. That's the point.
Okay, Garden.
Oh.
Does the bartender smell the same as the commoners?
No.
Okay.
So you want Impy to go around listening to the ones that smell differently?
The soldiers down the south east.
Mr. Remorseful Laughter and
No,
Oh,
Quell
okay.
together.
I listened to
Not,
those two already.
yeah. Oh.
Those are the ones that were talking the dwarven gibberish, but where it mixed in with real words.
No, the Dwarven wasn't gibberish.
Yeah, exactly. It was mixed. It was something else I didn't understand than dwarven. So that's the ones I did listen to.
The one you don't understand is
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the other option is we wait until the place closes and then we go look around. Not that it's going to matter too much with the Majormy people in it, but at least we might find out a bit more.
Well, I mean, Impy can scout the whole floor out and see if there's anything else to be scouted.
I'll see if Impy can find a basement.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can find
going to
a
go looking for
basement.
basements.
I was going to say maybe we wait until.
I mean, no one can see Impy, so
I have this weird feeling that, like, when the place closes, the people don't leave; they just shut down. and sit.
is this gonna be like Five Nights at Freddy's, and they're just
Yeah,
sort of
they just sit there, and then they wake up again in the morning.
Oh,
like Westworld or something?
hmm.
They're giving them ideas.
No,
Hmm.
not giving me any ideas. I already have my thing. So you guys are going to sleep, or are you having people to look around?
I meditate, so I'm like,
Well,
you're
Impy's
doing all
going to
this
go.
crap.
Impy's going to go scouting around, look for see if he can find a
As long as
basement.
someone's on watch, we'll take a rest. But
Well, I
yeah,
meditate, so I'm
And
never.
you could be on
actually
watch
asleep.
the whole
Oh.
time, Brady, can't you? Harris can be.
Harris is just like,
Like,
and
like audibly, like loud.
Yeah.
but wait,
And we'll
wait,
leave a gap under the door big enough for a spider to crawl in. Then Impy can go scouting at night and then come sneaking back in without having to disturb the door.
wait a few hours till it's middle of the night, and then.
all right. So Impy, when Impy scouts, Impy cruises out down spider size, walks down the wall, down the stairs, and then when he gets out, is he still invisible or is he not invisible?
Yeah, he's staying invisible the whole.
Okay, so it doesn't even matter then. But anyways, he goes out there and there's nobody there. No one at all. It's empty.
Vanished.
Yes, everyone vanished. Like that.
Should have had him just sit there and watching him the entire time.
Ooh.
What? Why would I do
Oh yeah, we didn't think of that one, did we? Too late now.
All right, so yeah.
So what?
So what?
So right, so we're checking out the rooms. Every room we've got is every room Impy goes into empty.
Yes.
What about the landlord and landlady? They got rooms.
They do, not on the floor that you're on.
They empty.
Are you trying to go to those ones?
Yeah.
Go all floors.
Oh, all floors. That's sorry. My bad.
Impy scouting the whole place.
The whole fucking place. When Impy goes to check the floors, every single room except for one is completely empty. The one room that isn't empty, he sees the barkeep sitting in a stool on a stool, like just sitting there, eyes wide open, looks completely awake, and the barmaid is sleeping in the bed, all bundled up.
Anyone else in the room or anything else in the room interesting?
I mean, I guess.
Is
you
there
could
like
for her
furniture?
underwear. Well, it's like a room. There's a bed. There's
Okay,
a chair. There's an empty bathtub in there, like a metal bathtub.
Does it look
They have a
lived in
dresser
with
with a mirror.
stuff? And
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
so it looks lived in. Okay.
There's even like a wig hanging off the corner of the mirror that's on top of the desk, like the whole nine.
who's the wig belong to?
I don't know. As far as Impy can see, there's hair on both the people. Maybe it's for
Okay,
the
so
Friday night show.
and nothing else in there. He's in the week. Red Queen.
Nothing of note. I mean, it looks. I mean, I guess the whole.
But
thing
that's
is
it.
empty.
Every other room is empty. So the only places, did I find any basement lockers?
There is a basement, but it just looks like it's housing food and supplies.
Okay,
There's even a whole rack.
I'll
with,
go back and report
extra
that, and then
things.
we sleep for those, unless what else is going to do.
No, I mean, we're keeping watch.
Not yeah. I'm just. Oh, dude. Oh, man.
Really
So
forgot
wake
about
up,
that.
You go back downstairs. All the commoner people there, but they're in different spots. And you notice that the soldiers have moved their table as well.
Are
They're
they
still
the
here.
are they the same commoner people and the same soldiers?
Same commoners, and yeah, I'd say they're the same soldiers. Yeah.
But they're the exact same. Like, we count them, and it's like the same number, same exact.
Yep.
That's
Dun, dun, dun.
just like, this is weird, dude.
And the priest is gone as well, by the way. When you wake up in the morning, the priest is not there.
What's the commoner closest to us doing at the bar? Just like sitting there chilling.
He's got a cup in his hand.
That's it. Like, not reading anything. He's not on his iPhone. Just
Nope. He just got a cup and is holding like one hand's face down on the counter and the other is holding a mug. And it's not a clear mug, so you don't know what's in it. But he's holding.
is he
a mug.
drinking it?
We need
It looks
to.
like it.
Is
We
his
need-
drinking motion the same every time?
Not exactly, no.
We need a what, Colin?
I was gonna say we need to properly search and see if there's any. I mean, not necessarily just on the ground floor, but properly search just to see if there's any secret doors, trap doors, that kind of thing. I tell you what, if the barmaid and the barman's down here, now would be a good time to go check out their room because they're the two that are actually here.
Don't
Apparently.
see the bartender.
That's what I was saying. If they are here,
The
Oh.
bartender's around at the other side of the bar. It wraps around near where the fire pit is.
but if they're both well,
Oh,
if
well,
they're
Impy's
both
going to go and
inside
check their room then.
See, now you should be able to.
I want to do something else just out of curiosity. If I get up, fake trip, and I like knock this guy off his stool. Oh crap! Sorry, man, and just like poof, just to see what would happen.
All right. You get up, you walk across, and you quote accidentally unquote.
I fake trip.
knock
Oh
him
crap!
over.
Oh shit, dude! Like, actually, I
You-
asked Zofira, "Can you put your dog in front of me? I'll trip over your dog." Like the dog like trips me.
Okay, can't promise he won't bite.
So, as you trip over Doggy, what's his name again?
Wolfie.
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 Impy and Wolfie. How fucking hard is that?
I don't remember. And
Damn you and your complicated names.
I guess I'll be Monkey.
So as you trip over Wolfie and bump into the guy on the stool, he goes flying, lands on the floor, cup bounces off the ground, and the guy goes, "Oh, sorry, didn't see you there." Then he gets up and sits on a different stool. And goes back to sitting on the stool.
But not drinking because the cup went flying too.
Sounds about right.
Did anybody even look at that?
No.
Not even the blue people.
No.
No one even batted an eye that
Well-
this loud noise happened or anything.
No one like jumped to their feet or anything. The blue people, I'm assuming you mean the soldier people in the corner
Yeah.
that were having their own little conversation. They did not really respond to you.
I'm just gonna whisper in that person's ear, "You're weird, dude," and go back to the table.
And he turns and says, "It's a mighty breeze today," and then goes back to mimicking the drinking.
Well, can
I'm going
we
to say to
see-
him, what do you think of the smell of neck on a Wednesday?
To who?
The
The guy
Commoner
at the bar.
7.
Oh, the barstool guy who got knocked over.
Yeah, the one who got knocked over. So what do you think of the smell of neck on Wednesdays? Curious?
He says, "I haven't ever smelled neck on a Wednesday.
Well, why not?
I haven't ever smelled neck on a Wednesday."
You go to the marketplace, there's a whole collection of necks to sniff.
I'll have to give it a try sometime.
I'll give him a gold and say, go now.
He says, "Oh, I don't need your charity."
Not charity, it's neck sniffing gold.
Next, Jesus fucking Christ. Next thing go.
I mean, you could. There's also a smell. How we'll start? Hey, dude, we'll start simple. Dude, that guy's got a smelly arm over there. Just smell his arm.
Yeah, go and sniff his arm. I'll give you 2 gold.
I'm assuming somebody has a smelly white arm.
Ah, it's Commoner's smelly white arm.
Smell a white arm.
Here, look, here, look.
He knows where it is. I know where it is. Jesus.
Got a smelly white arm. Look, let's go and sniff him.
I
For 2 gold.
I don't need your charity.
Do it for free then.
That seems like a ludicrous idea.
Okay. Very much. I hope you find the wind.
There's a mighty breeze today.
Guy, moron. What time are we knocking on the head?
It's up to y'all.
I'm going to sleep here.
No, it's fine.
Sounds
And
like-
we've been at it for 3 hours, so
Oh yeah, 6:30.
It's very good, 11.
Go to fucking hell, mate.
Don't be a dick.
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Fucking breaking my fucking. Oh, I'll use Paris's word, automatons.
I mean, it's the first word that came to mind, but they are like
There's a
At least they're
reason
not
for
like-
'em, but you don't
They're
need to know
simpleton
it.
AI.
It won't change anything. They're kind of simple, yeah.
Focus.
Got a shady bar here. You gotta cover it up.
I mean, for all I know, they have 0 customers except for us. And
For all you could tell.
who's here?
well, I was gonna say,
renting the
I'm-
rooms.
if no one's here, I'm gonna start looking around.
Well, there's I mean, there's those the commoners, and then there's the 2 soldiers.
No,
The
not
barkeepers.
in here. I'm talking about the boat rooms. But
Oh,
if
you want to go up in the room?
not up in the rooms, just the back rooms. If the barmaid and the barman, who I think might be the only 2 who are kind of weirdly here, but not entirely, I'm gonna go start looking around there because none of the rest of them are real. So,
That's not true. And you know that.
well, they're kind of real, but they're not really here, and they don't really care. So, that's the more important bit.
The
Anyway, that can
corn-powered
that
blue soldier, literally.
that that can wait until next week.
That's true. Thank you for playing.
Thank you very
For
much.
that, we take pause. Crash to the desktop. No, it wasn't crash. I turned it off.
Right, I shall see you, good folk. Next week.
Just
Actually,
next.
thinking about that, in the next 2 weeks, I think I've got to go over and take my dad to hospital 3 times. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. So I think I'm here next week. I'm not sure about the week after, but
Well, we'll be here to find out.
I'll let you know, hopefully.
You know, Paris right before he goes, it's computer and program.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I finally got
going.
back this last week, and the PC goes. So yeah, it's
It's
been
torture.
a good few weeks. Yeah, but I mean,
Torture.
while I'm back here, I'm trying to catch up on all the shit I actually need to do. And it's just like, oh yeah, great. These 2 days from not having a PC.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. Okay,
All
well, have a
right.
good one. Good one, all. I'll
Have
see you
fun.
next week.
Use
Bye.
the bathroom.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Enjoy.
Don't play.
Josh.
Don't play too much Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's not going to
Ah.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Next
already
week, you
played
got to find out what
60
happens in that cave next week.
Okay, what?
Cave.
Cheerio.
Oh, all right. Bye.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Right. Watching. Oh, it's been updated already.